turntable. Energy.
Get it 8.5 again.
Turn your radio on.
Turn it up.
Turn your radio up. We got the tracks right here that make y'all wanna jump. Make you shake that to my dear. Smile and wave your hands in the air. Boogie down from the country to the town. We got that brand new sound. It's going down.
Fatuma said them they go, Massa go by here.
Get it 8.5.
Alice throw away your malice. You are for member.
Hot tamales.
Hey, get you fun, get sorry. So my people, I tell you, don't worry.
If you know what I know, you know, I know, you know. Yeah, I know, you know, I know, you know. I said that 88.5. You know, I know, you know, I know, you know. That 88.5. Yeah, I know, you know, I know, you know. 88.5.
Yeah, babe. 7.8.3+2. We can double date, that means me plus you. Cause I'm looking for a queen on the KIN King. We got early morning plus on your late night swing. We live on your radio in a big thing. So get that buzz at your jukebox, you know how we does it. 88.5.
You know what I know, you know, I know, you know. Yeah, I know, you know, I know, you know. You know, I know, you know, I know, you know. Yeah, I know, you know, I know, you know.
We have seen a systematic erosion of democracy. Executive overreach and open disregard for our constitution. Lawlessness in the legislature, with the presidency turning a blind eye even when the sacred hall of our democracy go up in flames. Security forces brutalizing peaceful citizens, while millions are being spent on so-called operations that offer no protection to ordinary Liberians. They said we were the problem, but now the Liberian people can see for themselves. The real problem is the unity party that is now in power. The time has come to speak the truth without fear. This government is failing and Liberia is paying the price. But citizens, let us not lose hope. Even the longest night must give way to daylight. Even the strongest storm must pass. We are still standing and we are still strong. We will not give up on Liberia. We will not give up on our people. And we will never give up on CDC. We are the party of the slums and the city. We are the voice of the voiceless. We are the protectors of the poor and the defender of their dreams. From New Cruton to Peaceville, from Buchanan to Bond Mines, from Sunny Quarter to Sastown, the CDC remains in the hearts of the people. This rally is a clear sign. We are reorganizing, we are preparing, we are coming back. I say to you, we are coming back. But in order to do that, we must build a strong, together we must fortify the one institution that can correct the failure of the Buaka administration. And that institution is the Mighty Coalition for Democratic Change. This is why I call on all of you today, not just to believe, but to act. Not just to hope, but to build. Let us invest in the movement that has invested in you. Let us pay our due so that the party remains financially and politically prepared. Your dues are more than money. They are a seed of commitment, a pledge of loyalty, and a symbol of hope. I am so proud to launch this due payment campaign today because it means that you, the grassroots, you, the real owner of this party, are ready to step forward, take charge, and prepare for the future. As your political leader, I promise you this: we will not rest, we will not retreat, we will organize, mobilize, and energize until we reclaim the leadership of Liberia. But let us do it the CDC way, peacefully, lawfully, strategically, and respectfully. Because when our time comes, and it will come, believe me, we must be ready not just to win, but to govern better. We must correct the wrongs, improve the system, and restore the dignity of the Liberian people. So let us unite, let us rise, let us believe, and let us build. And to all our young people, I say, stay focused, stay clean, stay strong. To our women, you are the backbone of this movement. Keep rising. To our elders, your wisdom is still needed. Stay with us. And to our opponent, we see the failure and we are coming to face it. Again, as the great Nelson Mandela said in a quote, it always seems impossible until it is done. Unquote. The party is alive, strong and mighty. The revolution shall continue. A belief we will uphold to death. The future is not beyond us. The future is still ahead. And together we will get there. And so I want to close with this advice. Wait well. Liberia and Liberians will call on you again. And therefore, be prepared to win again and lead again. Remember, we are the common people. So let us all unite for the betterment of our country and our people.
Liberia, like I said, is one of the best countries in the world, whether you believe it or not. You understand? Yeah, it's a small country. It's one of the best countries. You know, we are very good people. And then I think what we should strive for is for our country to survive. You know, and that's why we promote peace in our country. You know, for so many years we've been promoting peace. And people that brought war still continue to have the face and idea of discrimination. This is wrong, and we will not sit as citizens of this country. I was in opposition before. I faced this thing before, and then of course I'm in opposition. We'll put check to that.
Wow. And these things happen in the wake of these turbulent times. You know, the economic hardship is very high, and there were people that you may have placed on payroll and so forth here and there, but these are Liberians. In the wake of all of these hardships, they have been taking off jobs, and some of them could be angered by that and take matters into their own hands. And you are a man of peace, and if they did support you and they are suffering because they are associated with you, people have been taking up tenure positions. Whoever associated with you, either directly or indirectly, they have been taking up jobs. These things could anger people and they could take matters in their own hands. What say you to this? Yeah.
Maybe the international community that were reminding us to make sure that we don't break the rules and regulations. They are still there. And we have to respect the laws of the republic. That's what we did. When I was in power, when they tell me that no, this is a tenure position, you cannot move the person until the tenure expire. So be it. That's the law. We can break the law. So I hope that the government will take heed. It's important to respect the law of the republic. We're not a democratic period. So we need to respect the law. All we look for is to respect the law, and that's what we did.
Looking at the common people are losing their jobs at various places as well. Not just only tenure position holders. They are the one that feeling the pinch the most. They got nothing.
AB, when you are angry and you let the wrong people thinking that they are the savior, is wrong. You understand? We were in opposition before. If you implore poor people that have the minimum, and somebody come to power and believe that because they associate with other people, they have to be taking on job. This is very bad. That's not good. No leader can do that. You know, and what, $50 job, $100 job? You mean the government that come to power, that came to rescue, cannot even give a $50, $100 job or lead a citizen on that job? This is wrong. It's wrong. Everything that they're doing wrong, and we know that. You know, but again, the peace of Liberia is the most important. It's the most important, and that's why we in accordance with the law. You know, this is wrong. People supported the Unity Party, I came to power, I left them there. These are citizens of the country. But you can employ a Senegalese man and you refuse to employ a Liberian? Is that what it is? No, it's wrong. It's wrong. Everything that they're doing is wrong, AB. The disrespect is wrong. Breaking our laws is wrong. And the old men know that. Bwaga know that. Bwaga know that. When we were there, the Bwaka, we used to go to him and even feed Bwaka because of his title. You know what I'm saying? Make him comfortable because of a title. But you see what he's
Well, let me say a pleasant good morning and a warm welcome to your program, Talk About It on Kings 88.5. On Talk About It, we discuss issues of national concern. We bring them on the table and for you back in Radio Land the time to be a part of the program by putting forth your comment, your suggestions and recommendations, the way forward on how best we can move our country, Mama Liberia. We disagreed though, but we found a common ground and forced ahead as a people. Please be my guest. My name is Israel, where we are here. Today is Tuesday, the 23rd day of December 2025. Let's take a gist of our theme song. Come back, of course. We talk about our country, Liberia. Well, thank you so kindly. Thank you so kindly. Small Town Social Club International. Thank you for the partnership, your contribution, relative reconciliation, peace in our country over the years. Well, it's good to be here. And let me say good morning to the peace-loving people of our dear country, Mama Liberia, across the 15th sub-political division of the Republic of Liberia. I greet you all this morning. Those of you across Montserrat County within the 17th electoral district, I'd like to say good morning to all of you. Maybe you are on your way to your business area for that special occasion. As a matter of fact, I want to believe now schools have closed for the break, the festive season. And so I know many of you are home at your different place in your community. Those of you heading for the hustle again, maybe you on the keke, you on the motorbike, on the private or commercial vehicle, and you are in tune to Kings 88.5. Let me say good morning to you all. Those of you across the country following by way of radio or the social media, those of you following by radio through Radio Buto that in Sino County, I'd like to say good morning to you folks. Those of you in the diaspora, let me say good morning to all of you. And what a great time, what a great opportunity to be here again. And I'd like to thank God for all of you. We'd like to thank God for the opportunity. I'm very happy, I'm very honored, and very thankful that I can be counted amongst the living. And I'm also happy and thankful to God for all of you. Oh, hey. I got so many trouble here. So let me say welcome. Let me say welcome to all of you. As usual, let me say good morning. Oh man, I like all these thing. Gololud, yeah, many happy returns. Welcome. You're there in Australia. Yeah, G. Johnson, welcome. You're there in Zuba Town, Dupo Road. D. Waller Reming, welcome. You following from Ghana, Accra. Manam, that's Mano Power, Clement Wisa. How are you, Venezia Gion Bar? You in Nikutan, welcome. Archie Tappet. You in Dallas, Texas, the USA, welcome. Honorable Whitmont Lead, my critic, welcome, my brother and son. You're doing pretty well. I'm proud of you. Sam Risk, welcome. It's about 2:38 a.m. It's on your end. You're in Boston, USA, welcome. Thank you for taking up the time and the sacrifice. John K. Towley, you there around the SKD Boulevard, Johnson, District 6. Welcome. Frederick, Tennessee, Nimine. Welcome. Ebenezer Gamoyu Green, you there in Sierra Leone. Welcome. J. McLaw Wright Heavens, welcome. You there on Benson Street, at your Benson Street resident. George Johnson, you there in Douala. A. Sinner Dakosak Magza, you're in Fokpa District, Grand Cape Man County. Welcome. Emma Lead, welcome. Daviso Kasobo, you there, the Trowing Community Borough of Nikutan, Trowing. That's Trowing Community in the Borough of Nikutan, welcome. Moses Swa, you there in Painesville Red Light, welcome. Mambu Rogers, you're in Clariton, welcome. Roland W. Toll, let me say welcome. You there in the Battery Factory Community area. Mofle Sisi, welcome. The Konji Kongula, you there in Fargo, North Dakota. Lofa Quink, you there in Zeze Community, welcome. Masata Emela, you there in Soul Clinic Community, I'd like to say welcome. Bapin Paul Lead, you're in Johnsonville, welcome. Jefferson Camo, welcome. Louis Logan, welcome. You there in Joaquin River G County. Otello Ramsey Gattic, you're in Johnsonville. You're in Johnsonville. And let me say welcome to you. Yes, I just slipped off this thing. I want to greet all of you and I want to welcome you. Oh, this internet, don't do it this morning. I want to welcome every one of you this morning on the show. Thomas F. Blamo, welcome. Balo Bavowing Double District. Okay, I'd like to say welcome to all of you. Try to greet you all. I don't know what the network is doing on my end here. Okay, Mary Tule, welcome. Mohamed Fambula Jenion, welcome you in Banjo Community. Mary Tule, you in New Georgia Estate. Mangere Johnson, you in the FBS Community, welcome. Alfonso K. Lama, welcome you in Red Light. Christina Wisse, you in the Iron Gate, Virginia, welcome. Carino Tier, like I said, this show is been really on Bootle Radio, FN 102.3 in Sino County. Carino Tier and the team there, thank you for your support and the effort. Jennington Camus II, welcome. Charles Weir, welcome you in Jacobtown. Frederick, Tennessee, Nimine, you in New York, welcome. Let me say welcome to all of you. Those of you following on YouTube would like to say welcome to you all. What a great time, what a great day to be here. Like I said, I will be joined in the next few minutes by my guest, Joel Dixon Nimine, welcome. Gabriel, big brother, Gabriel Mwa, welcome. You're following from Banjo, Mr. and Mistress Gabriel Mwa, they are following from Banjo. Henry Yango, my good friend and brother, been a while, man. Good to have you on the show this morning. Welcome. Alex M. Siafa, welcome. Marcos Gida, welcome. You in Gideon at the Gideon's residence. Elijah Sipo, Harris City, Rennie Seibo, you in the District 11 Barnesville area. O'Malley Morris, O Road, welcome. Frederick Okono Dalfel, welcome. Roberts V. Highway, Zlampesa M. Tapu, welcome. Japan Freeway. And the rest of you would like to say welcome. And those of you following on the YouTube channel would like to say welcome. So like I said earlier, of course, we'll be playing host to one of Liberia's prolific, one of Liberia's songs, who's doing a wonderful job and activate someone who I consider as a philanthropist and educationalist and a humanitarian, a scholar who is doing best in terms of making sure young people have the opportunity and exploring different opportunity out there in the diaspora. So later on this morning, we will be joined by Tier 12. He will join us. There are a wide range of national issues, but we will dive in few of them, and we will talk about them. And you know all of them. We will talk about them. His own view, his own side, his own analysis of some of the issues that are happening in our country and Liberia under the Unity Party government. We look at, the past government of the CDC, then look the ones of the Unity Party under President Boakai. But Liberian, it's good to be here. It's good to be back. How is the season? No lay here. The last day, Babi put it on. My bossy too, he left the station. They meant to go home. I don't know when he was coming or when he was going. Yeah, but I think when he was coming, but whatever the case, he was going and it was good. And all these things are not meant to say, yes, we don't appreciate likes. No, it's not meant for that. We all appreciate life. We don't want to see. From yesterday evening, from yesterday morning, I left my house. I was told that LEC, even as I left this morning, there was no LEC current. I thought they were putting fuel in our generator. Nothing up to present. I left this morning. No LEC in the entire Lookington area. No LEC. I don't know what's going on. So I think I will go spend time around AB area there because they can get current. Or around Joseph Baka area, horse. Current can go. Oh, go current. Ah, God. Yeah. Sometimes when we're talking these things, you can have people want to talk to Joseph Baka, people don't like it. Who say we like good things? Every one of us want to see good things in Liberia. We all want to see good things. But the fact remains that we must be truthful to ourselves. Let me be able to say the truth. It is the truth that I want them to say that they will not say. It is the truth that we want them to say, Joe Baka, his official and his followers. And when you say the truth, they are vexed. They are annoyed. They get vexed. They don't like it. I don't know. What kind of people that are not tolerant? When you say something, they get vexed. When you tell their uncle, they're trouble. When you say the truth, they're problem. You say the bad, they're problem. So we'll just continue to say the truth. That's what we'll do. That's what we will do. I just don't know what they are looking for. I don't know. Like I was following my chief when he was showing us the light. Our own Facebook saw one other guy, Joseph Baka do again, the paper for our more, the paper okay, oh, we lied to. I don't know why this guy, they are fake. I don't know. Why are they fake like this? What? Why you will be fake? Why you will fake things? Because you want glory, you want to be praised, you want to force your way through when people know you have done nothing in 2 years. You want to squeeze you want to force yourself, some kind of way. How can you celebrate the road away from anywhere here? Something that was started under the CDC government, under George Weah regime. We started, we complete. Then you rush into poll. So I don't know. I just don't know. For me, I just thought the light when they say the pole on from all the way from ERW Junction straight to Rabat International Airport, where they plant the poles. Not knowing that will lie. They plant a few poles and they said Joseph Baka is switching. Why would you use our president like this? Why are you guys reducing this old man? You guys reducing the presidency. You guys making the country to look. People just laugh at us. Say, what kind of fun is this? What kind of fun?
You put few poles up, you put few poles around some area, you left the whole place going up to the Roberts International Airport. Then you say you put in the light on. And then you got the United Party folks, the paper will do it, the paper will do it, paper will do what? I know they themselves when they drive later the border with the darkness, they shut their mouth. And I don't know what they want to prove. For me, I just don't know what they want to prove. I just don't know what they want to prove. The road project, no take. They started breaking some things. They said, Joe, we have people that are doing the work. They start doing funny. They start breaking things on the road there. Say it was not this way, it was not that way. They are now celebrating few light posts of street lights. And I see some of you in your community, they put those solar panel lights that George we have brought in the country, and you are running. Yeah, it's good. It's good for them to do it. But you see, the folks of the United Party are not claiming that it is them that brought that project, which is a lie. And I don't want any of you to buy into it. It is a blatant lie. Nobody fool you. Just be truthful. That's all we want. I appreciate them putting the solar panel lights from the looking out, cinema down. Yeah, it was good. All those lights were brought in by George Weah government and they left it there. So you come and start planting them. It is good. But don't make the people to believe that it is a project of the Unity Party. That is the lies that we want to debunk. Don't make it appear that it is a project of the Unity Party when it is not a project of the Unity Party. It's in continuation of what the CDC government started doing by planting these solar panel lights. These solar lights, it's start planting it all around the place. So when they come to your community and put it there, appreciate it. But don't make it look like it is a project of the Unity Party. No, it's not their project. It's not project of them. They made those lights. Those solar panel lights were packed. Brought in under the CDC government. So when you see them, don't be carried away that look, yeah, the paper doing well, the paper planting, the paper project. You ain't got no project. Joe Baker got no project. I appreciate them to put those solar lights up in our community, which is very important. But for them to be saying it is their project, then of course, I'm confused. The RI road and finish. You put a few poles on, then you carry the president and say, let's put it there on, let's put it there on, let's make it. What do you think the ordinary people don't know? The people that live around the Robertsfield Highway, you think they don't know? You make it to appear that it is a project of Joe Baker by putting light. Mark me, Joe Baker Sona, his State of the Nation address, he will talk about this light. The light you see he pull up there, the few poles on the RIA, Joe Baker will mention in his State of the Nation address. They will make it to appear that it was a project of the Unity Party. And that is the truth that when we say you guys get vexed, and who cares? Our people are in the know. As we speak, there are hundreds and thousands of our people who have not received salaries. Who will go with the Christmas and their kids will be inside. If their friends will not help them with 1 or 2 cents to get something for the kids. Every sector of the government people are not happy for the festive season. Festive season where you will see government pay all their civil servants, all their workers. But then they are struggling to do so. And some of the things they are running around here, I don't see those kind of thing. They may call Joe Baker and they put it there. They on Facebook, the paper say record. They do not try to call the paper. And then I want to see when Russia president called Joseph Baker, and I know what will happen. When Russia president called Joseph Baker, I know where the executive mansion website part, their whole thing in a breakdown. Anything they can put there. Anything they can put on their website. They don't care. They don't respect the law. They don't respect people. They say they owe nothing to anybody. They will use the executive mansion page to carry to go live wherever Joseph Baker go because he is the president and it's the executive mansion page.
I want to see when Joseph Baka talk to look. George Weah then what been talking to world leaders. Joseph Baka just have telephone conversation with Donald Trump. So now I'm making so Donald Trump agree now to give her the money. Donald Trump agree now to look at Liberia. And you have all these things on you just put it on Facebook. All of you running around with the perpetrator with Donald Trump. But when Joseph Baka went to America, when he went for that place, when they went to America, when they sent for the African leaders, that who they ask you good English, you can speak good English. It's not Joseph Baka. It's not the president. Anyone in front of Donald Trump. He sat down on the table with the US president. What is the big deal? That Joe Baka pick up telephone and they talk. So the next thing you can't get money to Joe Baka. That you running away, you go, you put it on the executive mansion website. You make it to look like that news. It's not news. It's not story. Anybody can call president to talk. So one that time when you brought Joseph Baka, you're getting the phone in the car. You say you were talking to Elon Musk. Why you put it on your website? So the guys are just running with anything they can lay their hands on. That's what they want to do, and they feel the ordinary people are stupid. No. Who told you they're like when people you see here, they are get belay? No, they're not belay. They're not belay. Don't see them that way. But I'm just waiting a little while, and I'll bring one to one, and we start talking about those issues. But you see, I was telling somebody last night. I said, you see these lies? They are good. They are good. But these guys that you see passing around are causing no, it's because they know nothing about government. So they perpetuate. Which where now? Well, because I don't understand when people say Joe Baka is doing well, and you can see the lies, you can see the role. All the things that I'm telling that Joe Baka they didn't do that. Something that was initiated by the past regime. If Joe we have done nothing. Nobody will be praising George Weah that day. Nobody will be talking. If George Weah have done nothing, Joe Baka will not be switching up lights that was inclusive or that is inclusive of a project. Joe Baka will not be carrying solar panel lights around that was brought in by the previous government. So to tell you that George Weah in his 6 years, he made remarkable, difference in terms of infrastructure development, roads, electricity, scholarship, youth empowerment. It's because George Weah government did something in 6 years. That is why United Party is running with the things they left behind. The crumbs, what they left back. What they initiated during the CDC government. If CDC have done nothing, United Party will not be passing around to claim CDC glory. They will not be switching on lights. You will not see people doing the roads. Because the CDC government, they laid the premise. They did a lot of things in their 6 years. In the first 2 years of George Weah administration, you can see the things that George Weah government did in 2 years. So George Weah government have done remarkably well. If somebody say, why the thing George Weah do? Why Joe Baka? Why the people facing those roads? All the roads you see, they were roads that were initiated by the CDC government. It is not a project that Joe Baka government signed. It's something that was signed by the CDC government. It was negotiated by the CDC government. And United Party under Joe Baka came to power. Yes, they got to go ahead to do it. Because they were initiated, they were paid for. So if George Weah government have done nothing, why will United Party folks be celebrating all the projects that been initiated by the CDC government? So citizens, Weahians, those who believe in George Weah, they got reason to celebrate. So they are brave, they feel free to talk about George Weah. And some of the things that George Weah have done, they can point finger to that they think what Joseph Baka claiming now. Who will go pay your house and they plan in a contract. They will now put the electrification where they're supposed to put light in the house, put lights in the yard, put poles all around. No, it will not be part of the contract. So why will George Weah want to build road for a nation? And you will tell the people you forget about lights. We don't need lights on the road. We just need road. We just need paved road. You forget about the light. We need lantern. We need scandal. We need shining light to see. So who will believe it? But the United Party folks believe it. They believe that George Weah government was building the RIA road and
And there was nothing called street lights in Bella in the contracts. So in their mind, it is Joe Baca now that putting lights on the road, on the RIA road. It is not the George Weah government. It was never part of the project. So they make them to believe that way. They carry that mindset. But the light is in Bella in the contract. It's part of the contract. George Weah who live outside the country, outside Liberia. George Weah who out there seeing a lot of streets, lights. Roads are paved. The place is lighted. That he would say, "Can be road in my country, but your man apple letter with new Django lantern, with new candle, with new shining light." So it is not a news. That's what Baca did last night. It's not a news, Liberian. You know the party, folks. It's not a news. Let me be clear with you. That's what President Baca did last night. It's not a news for you to run with. In fact, the light is not going as far as RIA. It's not even reaching Boston. It's not even reaching Dolostan. What? You have to put a few poles. And the next place you are in the darkness. And then they make you to believe that President Baca, the Papa put the light. And I saw some of the guy who do a video. Yeah, the Papa is strong. The Papa is strong because we are not truthful to ourselves. We will not be like there. The road is not, you don't even finish with the road. There are a lot of work to do on that road. The way George Weah wanted to do that road, it is not how you're doing it. You came and started criticizing. You not even appreciated the effort. You see, that is why our country going the way it is going, because leaders refuse to appreciate their friend leader. And that is what affecting our country. No machines along the way, the road. We don't know why the project have come to a mobile standstill. We don't know what is going on. But then we see our president going to put a few poles, few lights on, and everybody jumping around. Oh, the puppet. No. You will only do it to fool the United Party folks. Those ones that can follow, those ones that is not read, those ones that are not reading, those ones that can analyze, those ones that are not following the happenings in our country. Those are the United Party folks that will be fooled and be misled. But those ones that know about governance, they are aware that what Joe Baca is doing is nothing that they should be celebrating, because it is inclusive of the project. So why are they celebrating for? They are thankful, but they are not celebrating it because it is not a project, a specific project of the Unity Party government. And that is what we want all of you to understand, so that you stop celebrating in your community for a party glory. Be thankful that they are planting those lights, because those were the lights that George Weah government brought in the country, so that it will be planted in your community. It will be planted on your feeder roads, on your farm to market roads, on the roads leading to your community, on the express roads. Those lights were brought in the country. Now that George Weah is not there as president, Joe Baca came in as president. Yes, they have the right to plant those poles, those lights. But why are they pretending and making it to look as if to say it is a light post or light brought in the country by Joe Baca government? No. And that is why we don't want you to believe. And that is the lies and fallacies we don't want you to buy into, that will make you to believe. Because those lights were there. And those of you that are celebrating, you see, you want to claim glory to yourself. The thing, everybody know, even most of the United Party people know, but when they think to celebrate. No, nothing there to celebrate. You expect the people to go on that few poles of lights when there is no money to buy clothes for their children? You expect the people to be excited, jumping on that Joe Baca go put a few lights ball on RIA road? You expect the people to be jubilating when their husbands have not been paid, when their wives have not been paid? Somebody look at them and said, no, we don't pay for Christmas. And you expect them to celebrate. While your kids will be wearing the best clothes, eating the best food, and you will be taking them around. Some of you are sending money to your folks in the diaspora, and the ordinary people, their kids, those in the different sector, in the security sector, in the police, in the immigration, in the fire service, some of them, they have not gotten paid. And you think they should celebrate because you want to claim glory.
But it is good for our people to understand, because you see, when these things are happening and we are not telling you, you go for it, especially the Unity Party folks. Anyway, we'll soon be joined by 1 to tier 1 2. We'll soon be joined by him. The Unity Party will celebrate world budget, draft budget, 1.2 billion. How can you celebrate a budget that will not benefit the vast majority of the people? How can you celebrate a budget? Whoa, the biggest ever in our history. The folks in the Unity Party are celebrating it. Many of them are not cognizant of the fact that the budget will not impact them. The budget is for those who crafted it. The budget is for those who are allotted all the monies in different areas, because it is their interest. The ordinary people, especially the UPs, fail to realize that this 1.2 billion budget they're talking about, $1 billion, it will not benefit them. They are not eating much. They are eating little. While 5 individuals in the country will benefit huge amount of this budget. But you see, because they refuse to listen, they refuse to learn, many of them refuse to comprehend, many of them refuse to accept the reality, they are dining and whining in disbelief. Now, the professor record, the bigger budget, 1.2 billion. Do you know how much there for you? Do you know how much there for your children? Do you know how much there for your community? No. All you're doing is because you're happy that Joseph Baga honor a government $1.2 billion bank account. When 5 people, the president, the vice president, the speaker, the deputy speaker, the pro tem, when these people taking almost $32 million plus surplus of the money, they carrying it as their budget. They increased their budget, but they were not thinking about you. There was nothing that they were thinking about you there, but you celebrating. You happy? Yeah, the Papa said record, man. First time. What? For President Baka to make a kind of budget. Yeah, the draft budget, $1.2 billion CDC. Then you pour your more on CDC. But you don't know what is in that budget for you. You think that we should not talk? And you think we don't like Joe Baka? But because many of you don't understand what these people doing, they are not doing it to help you that even voted for them. They are doing it to hurt you, to make you ugly, to bring you to the public space, to the public gear. That's what they're doing. But you feel, the $1.2 billion, you know how there for you. You know how there for Joseph Baka. You know how there. They add their money up. They pour money on their money. People who concerned about you, who said they will better your life, they are here to rescue you. They are rescuing themselves. They are rescuing their pockets. They are rescuing their children's pockets. And they are not thinking about you. You that doing bulk of the work, those of you that were in the poo-poo water on September 17, they are not thinking about you. You are no more the focus of the rescue government. No, they are here for themselves. But you celebrating budget. Oh, the budget big. The budget big, but it is going in the pocket of the big boys, the big girls. Not you, the ordinary UPs. Not you, the ordinary Omar. Those Omar in the slums. You know what I dominated calling the Unity Party folks? Because many of you have refused to listen. And you think that we are against Joe Baka, but we against his attitude, not seeking the welfare of even you, the Unity Party folks. You better talk about those who didn't vote for Unity Party. He's only concerned about himself and his followers, not you. Not you, and you are here celebrating. How many of you in the Unity Party able to look at Joe Baka and tell the Papa that you're proceeding wrongly? We brought you to help us. We brought you to damage us good. We said we wanted Georgia because Georgia are not doing something, but there are seeable tangibilities of Georgia. So are you telling Joe Baka? Are you telling him, Papa, we brought you? We criticize Georgia. Look, let me tell you, many of you, the UPs, you didn't vote against Georgia because Georgia didn't develop this country. You voted because you had a preconceived mindset that when you bring somebody from your party, you will even get more salary. You will get more benefits. You will get more allowance. You will get more incentives. And so, when it is true that you were working on a Georgia government and nobody was battling you, you still believed if I receive in the amount in Georgia government, if I bring Joe Baka, I will receive even double of this amount. So that attitude of gratitude was never expressed from inside. It was a pretend. And you brought Joe Baka in. Many of you, the UPs, are disappointed. That 2 years, Joe Parker is unable to even fight corruption because he hands in the cookies jar and all the sugar ends on his hands. Many of you are not asking Joe Parker in less than 2 years, Papa, we see you get farm now. But you say you're on loan. Did you take money from the bank to refurbish your farm and make your farm look like the way it's looking now? Every Friday you won't go, every weekend you won't be in Bombay County. Were you able to ask Joe Parker, Papa, all the things they're talking about the FOIA project? We keep hearing you saying this, but we check the website of the MRU, nothing there. Papa, what's going on? What's going on? Because this is embarrassing. We check the website, nothing about project. We hear the MRU people talking about this project. What's going on? Have you able to talk to him on it? Have you ever? Because United Party folks, they got to understand the leaders that many people, the common people choose John Weir over Baka, even as he is president. Celebrate. Look at the musicians. Look at the comedian. So the government even start going after musicians and comedians. But it is good that there are a few good United Partisans that said, no, folks, we can't do it. What kind of musician I want money? We see Baka government and say, no, I can't support him. My loyalty is to the CDC. My loyalty is to George Weah. There is no way I can divorce this. There is no way I can go on your program. No matter what you do, I can't go there. My loyalty, if I tell your job, look at people that Takunje. Because they noted that Takunje was around George Weah, and they have always been around George Weah, and George Weah getting job to people, they told Takunje and saying happen. Say, let carry fair play, then you will move yourself. You will move yourself. You took Takunje and carrying over there. You collected on the train center because you noticed they were followers of George Weah. And honestly, sincerely, they said, no, I don't want a job. Take a job. My loyalty remain. Carry your job. Now, this is why what the United Party folks are saying to sedition, that in 2029 they will vote on party lines. Oh yes, that is why you are saying to them, vote on party lines, because it is no more about qualification. It is no more about the expertise. It is no more about what you are bringing on the table. United Party folks only desperate for their followers, their supporters. They don't care about your credential. They don't care about what. All they know, if you are not a UPACE and you are in these lucrative positions, and you're that kind of person, they can kick you up anytime. Because they know that you are a follower of George Weah. You are a supporter of George Weah. Now, how many of you, the UPACE, will be willing to tell Joe Parker that, Papa, all these things you said you would do, nothing has happened? Nothing has happened. Don't worry, class, you will get one to, you know, the garden where they are, that over there, they play the boy head, yeah, so they got to pull their wedding all together. You will join us. All these things, these are things we ask him, we just get a synopsis on. And all of you feel proud. Good idea. Oh, let's take the proof, let's take the truth from the street. But when John Weah were playing to do the kind of thing, the United Party folks were saying, but why I want to take the proof on the rover? Why I want to take the proof on the street? What kind of thing John Weah government now do for the poor? You were criticizing it. Today, now you say I want to take children from the street. You want to take blind people from on the street. Where are you carrying them? When the home of 77 up to now, you were giving the poor 2 bags of rice. This season they get them 1 bag. Many of them refuse the rice. Group of 77. They used to get them 2 bags of rice. Today they said they will get them 1 bag. Government is not able to maintain that place. You are taking the blind from the street, and because there are children there, somebody who can see. The little child was helping his father, his mother. It is from that begging that they are surviving that child going to school. Then you say they will not be on the street. Where are you carrying them? When there are no plans for the disabled, people that live with disabilities, no plan for people living, for persons living with albinism, no plans. You go on the street and collect kids. You have created a situation that their parents are jobless. They are homeless. They got no tables to serve. And they got their child and they say, you got to go. You said, no, it is a good thing. But let's look at the plan. Why are you taking them off the street? Where are you carrying the blind people? To keep them to the house? When there were no program, who will put food on the table for them? Who will feed them? The disabled, who will get them food? You want to do things, but you are not reading the lines. You're not looking across to understand. And when you said if the folks are vexed, but you yourself, you go round on RIA road from the junction, you see street leg. You reach somewhere, the whole place get dark. But they breaking on Facebook, the paper like the city, they stole the play one small out. They can't go to the darkness. Now they can't go to the darkness area. The paper, look at the play looking at city, look at the play looking at New York. Are you killing me? Are you killing me? The very road that we finish way here. Up to now, you can't even get money to finish the road. We know what happened. All the machines that used to be alongside the road, nothing's out there. You want the Liberian people to believe you that you guys are doing well for the country? And then I will hear many United Party folks talking. A friend of mine saw me when Joe was president. Why he didn't give you a job? I'm not looking for a job. Oh yeah, Joe, I'm not looking for a job. so I was not looking for a job. I was not looking for a job. If I was working in job, we are government, and I said talking, you think United Party would have kept me there? No, they're going to kick me up, kick me out. And the reality of life, Liberians, is that it is not good. It is not fine. Everywhere you go in this country, people got stories. Everywhere you go, people are saying different things. Why in less than 2 years? We are going to the 3 years of this United Party government. They say if the Christmas will be good, you will know it from the where? From the if. From the if. What will happen in 2026? Getting breaking around gasoline price. Yeah, gas price going up. They say they brought rice price down. How many people can afford to buy rice? How many people can afford? Go check the government toilet. It will tell you. People are not pulling in like before. People that own their government toilet are complaining to us. The boss here, people are not flowing. Customers are not coming. Like before, people will be running there and almost there were 2-3 bags of newspaper, all newspaper. Now the paper run for like 2, 3, 4, 5 days before it can finish. How many people go into the restroom? Everybody crying. You go water side, they cry. Yes, you will see the cry. But majority of that crowd, they are sellers. They are not buyers. I buy from my friend buying from me. I see sandal, my friend, for my daughter, I buy it for my daughter. My friend see slipper with me, she like it for her daughter, she buy it for her daughter. Buyers, sellers are buying from sellers. The buyers are free. Everybody took their shot from the community and brought it in town because they want something for the festive season. They want to survive. They want to buy something for their children. Sellers are buying from sellers because the buyers are few among the many people that are selling. Most of the people, few of the people you see selling over there, they have to turn around in a small money so that January, because they know very soon when school reopen, it will not take long. First semester break will be over and they will got to pay fees. It is that small money they are selling with. They have to use to send their daughter to school, their daughter in daycare school, their son in daycare school. And somebody think the Liberian Post should be celebrating a few poles of lights that is in Bella in the project, and it's not a Joe Parker project. No, somebody went there. Oh, and see people say people not celebrating for the Christmas. You are a blatant liar. Go there. Waterside is packed. Randall Street is jam packed. But do you know that bulk of the people you see down there, they are sellers? Oh yes, they are sellers. They are sellers. They got to turn around in the small money. Here is a woman who's selling laptop. And when that laptop is being sold, she will use some money to buy sneaker for her son, for buy slipper for her daughter. It is from that little money that she's using for the girl that doing small auction goods. You think they're doing it because they want to do it? Times are so high. Things are bad. They got to survive. People are no more on their tables because their table was broken down. People are no more selling in their community because their shops were breaking down. And you want the people to celebrate in such a festive season. How? How do you expect them to celebrate? But you want people to be jumping around. Whoa, the paper duo, the paper duo, the paper. Any new peers who do such a thing, then it means that you don't know what you're doing. You don't know. One of the things that Joe Parker have done that we will not stop talking about, that Joe Baker lied about, I will not stop talking about. It is the project in Florida. All of you here talking, oh, you're leading. You heard Joe Baker talking about corruption at EIBC? When check for corruption, you got to check. Not to just sitting, but people, get put in anything, but we got to check, how the evidence and blah, blah, blah. This is the worst disgrace. I was talking with a friend from Nigeria. He said, Israel, your contract is been belittled. Your contract, your leadership there, they are bringing Liberia to public disrepute. ECOWAS contract discussing Liberia. I said, why? Is it because you can see the thing you're doing? Your government take money that belong to the people, carry it in the bush, based on new horse, spirit come from different place, they pay the place. Then your government people say they play what they are security play. The other person they ain't know about they play. The other person, then the president come now and confirm the lies. He agreed. You see how the guy used Joe Baker? These guys are using our president. They try and make Joseph Baker start to join in the lies. Now, who told you that Joe Baker don't listen to the other radio stations? He can listen. Don't let him fool you. He can listen. Jerry Limit Pierre spoke. Daniel Sanders spoke about the project. He said that MRU project. Kulane said they didn't know about the project. They might ask the other person. The other one said they might ask. Joseph Baker, hearing all of them, they say, Papa, you got to agree. If you don't agree, the people will laugh at us. But the fact remains, you are tying the project around a group of people that have character, integrity, respect. So you are putting Malabio in problem with the Sierra Leonean people, with Sierra Leoneans. You are putting the president in Guinea in problem with the people, the Guineans. The president in Cote d'Ivoire, you are putting in problem. How can they involve themselves into a project that the population is not aware? Because Liberia is trying to force a project, a stolen funds that they used to build Joe Baker house. But say alarm blow, there is nothing they can tell the country. Because the whole country know that the $10 million stolen was to build that place as a dream house for Joe Baker. When the Joe Baker tell us that his house in Wasanga will be refurbished and that is why he will earn his entire retirement age. Never until they issue a Bafoya. Then Joe Baker sits on the ERBC radio and tell the Liberian people that my dream house will be to Wasanga. But he didn't say to us from the Genesis until this issue about Foya came to pass. And then you, the United Party folks, you sit down there and you want to justify. What are you justifying? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? The guy said, Israel, it is the shame, my brother. And they are discussing your country. How can you take project, you give it to somebody? The person know. Joe Baker sits on the radio and telling us, say, he know nothing about the project. He know if he knew, you were going to stop it. So you want to tell me the EPS are protecting Joseph Baker? So they are protecting him. You don't know anything about them. Sam Gay is not reporting to Joe Baker. The NSA boss is not reporting to Joe Baker on a daily basis. So it means that Joe Baker is not knowledgeable. He's not following government. He's not in charge. As much the president can say he was not in the know about that project, it means that Joseph Baker is not in charge of his government. That means Joe Baker is only sitting and they are pushing him. He's not aware. He's not aware about the project. But then there are folks in the United Party that want to justify. Then we are paying over there and run a government. If John we are paying her government money, go prosecute him. John we can be in the country. If John we are paying her that you think that government money you take, go for him now. Go take the property. You think those are the reasons why you fool the Liberian people? Look, let me say to you, if it costs CDC people, if it costs the sedition to vote on party land, they are prepared. Because the way Joe Baker is run, look at this. Look at this. You are qualified. You have what it takes. You have the expertise, all the technical know-how, the zest, the charisma, and you are able to deliver. Then somebody look at you and said, you are able, but you see, you are not part of us. You're part of the CDC. So we want your expertise. We'll get somebody will do a move. So it is no more about what I can do. But as long I am tied to a political party, my religious creed, They were denied me. So you see, the United Party folks are not tolerant. That is why Jeremiah Kun was forced to go join United Party. He left the MDR. He got to leave the MDR and declared himself member of the United Party. Because in his mind, if I'm member of the United Party, when something happened to Joe Baca, they will make me president. Tomorrow when I go run for election, I will be president. So Jeremiah Kun had to deny his political party because he wanted, he had the preconceived mindset that I will have something in return. The very United Party folks, those of you that are cursing us, those of you that are saying bad things, oh, the person died, the person died, the person died, because we are telling you the truth. Look, the truth hurts, but it's always good to tell somebody the truth. And that's what we will do to build this country. Joe Baca will go. Joe Baca time will be over. 2029, he will pack his clothes and he's on his way. We can't have all these achievements over 6 years, and we struggling to get contracts. We're struggling to get investors. We're struggling for people to help us with our roads. We're struggling for people to do this one because people are tired with the United Party folks. The reason why you see people are the too reluctant in helping our country is because they are aware that President Baca is not tolerant. They are aware that our president was misguided. He was given wrong information by his followers to go against somebody who gave him the opportunity to serve. And then you passing around. Well, the Papa playing this field level. The Papa project ways. Joe Baca project way. While I'm picking, I can be passing around. Yeah, you go around. He begin to get the reality. It's not that people are against him. It's not that people are against them. No, but people are against the lies. It is the lies that people don't want to hear. Because the people live here, they know that. Oh man, then, Papa, then, they know where George Weah projects all located. They know them. Look at my credit. Look at my son, my credit in Nimba. He's going a certain place in Bound. They got to attacking. People from Jeremiah Kun attack my credit. When you see God is faithful, there are a few people in Nimba that are protecting him. Seditions in Nimba. They even stopped him from entering one compound. But you say, you see down there, it was George Weah that constructed that theater. It was George Weah that built one. It was George Weah. Many things that George Weah did that they want to hide because they want to steal the glory. But what the fact to realize, there were people there, or there are people there that was there when the project started. It kicked off the ground. You don't need to get vexed. Because you get vexed when we talk. You get vexed when we talk. You cause or we talk. You see, you can't stop us. You stop the team. You stop what you're doing. The Papa playing Leo. The Papa put a set oh. He put RIA. What kind of RIA? What kind of RIA Joe Baca put on? Few bucks. The Rosanna feeling. That one better you say you wanted Joe Weah to move. So you can start all the projects. That why you say let Joe Weah go. That play ball. That b-ball. Joseph Baca will not play ball. The experienced man. See how he's governing the country. Then you go on Facebook. You go on Executive Mansion website. The president spoke with Donald Trump and they have mutual agreement. What wrong with you? What wrong with that news? That news when George Weah was having telephone conversations with world leaders. You saw anything on the Executive Mansion that George Weah had meeting? George Weah in conversation, that news? Not news. But because there is nothing that the United Party folks can bring to their followers. There is nothing they can bring to the Liberian people. So even when Bofra died, they will say, you see, we kill one Bofra. We tell you the Papa working rescue mission. We kill one Bofra. We kill one Japanese snake. Working. They look for every little thing. Then I saw Kula for Fana pour on her page. Small light today, big light tomorrow, shamelessly. Small light today, big. Where's the small light? Where is the small light? Where is the small light you're talking about? My sister, there's no light. You didn't put any small light somewhere. No, those were things that George Weah government initiated. You came, you made it. That the thing you're talking, small light today, big light tomorrow. Where is the small light? The few bulbs you pour on the RIA road, is it your project? No, it's not your project. It's part of the project of the RIA road that the CDC government initiated. It is not a separate project. The street lights project is not a separate project on the RIA road project. So why are you looking for glory What are you misleading United Party folks? What are you lying to them? Because they are the one that live in utopia that refuse to listen. They are the one you were school, but they are reasonable United Party folks who will not buy into your insinuation and your fallacies. You want to talk about solar panel lights? Solar panel lights. John, we have put it on. He brought many. He brought them in the country. He brought them as many. John, we are not desperate to can't take solar panel light carry to a compound packet. He left it there and said the next government can will use it. They will use it. That the land now you want still glory on. We ending the year you want to take year and glory. No, there is no year and glory yet. There is nothing yet to glorify. No, there is nothing to glorify. United Party folks, I want you to understand. Don't see us like people against Joe Baker. See us. We are the one that continuously blowing the trumpet and telling Joe Baker, Papio, you say you came to rescue the people, but why are you doing the cookies? Joseph Baker two hair in the cookies that then the sugar ends are claiming on you. The sugar ends, oh, you know that black sugar ends, all on Joseph Baker hand. You collect people, you put in there, they say they get PhD, but they don't know what is government. Government for the people, or the government, and you make for the people to govern the people and get a poor food. That government. You collect them, you put them places. They come back and say, Joe Baker, my pa, nobody can do me nothing. Nobody can do me nothing. And you are happy, Papa. You think what you're doing to this country that's something good? No. You have given the ordinary people reasons. You have given them reasons why George Weah should come back. You have given them sufficient of reason why George Weah should come back. And they don't need your approval to bring George Weah back. They got what it takes. Their votes will bring George Weah back. Because things that they saw George Weah time that is still existing, they are not seeing it in your time. They are still seeing the things that you said George Weah they didn't do that you're trying to claim. It is the same thing they are seeing. So you make them to wonder, but wait, why the people say Mamun George Weah now? Because the thing we saw George Weah time, that the same thing we see now, and the thing they try to claim that the thing George Weah started before he left the government. So what are we doing now as government to convince the people? To convince the people. So there is nothing new of the United Party except the things George Weah started that they come and meet there and they won't pick up with it, but they want to claim it as their project. No, the Liberian people are in the know. Nobody should think our people stupid. No, they are not. They paper post three like they paper talk to Donald Trump. They paper put the phone to Donald Trump. Are you killing me? You're running government or running community school? What? Kula, Pia, some of all the P more again, all the P where you can be talking, all that big boat you can be putting also, those big grammar talks, all the things you can be talking. That Donald Trump call for you to talk to Joseph Baker like, hey, running all around. You are putting in the newspaper in Ghana, in Nigeria, in Togo, in Libya, in Russia. That hey, you're putting all around. You are making like that story. That talking to Donald Trump will put food on the table for Christmas Day for the poor people. That talking to Donald Trump will put food on the table. That Joe Baker talking to Donald Trump for mutual agreement and mutual understanding and mutual. That mutual will give people food. Oh, so there's that. Wait, let me call Eddie. Or I call it St. Andrew right now for mutual understanding and mutual arrangement. So I can call Eddie so we can go in mutual understanding and mutual arrangement. That it will put food on the table for the people. Joseph Baker talked to Donald Trump. So why me? Why you would say about George Weah? George Weah spoke with president from the country to the heart of God, Israel. George Weah planted a tree in Israel that is still growing. There, he planted a tree in Israel. It's still growing. Not to Yahweh, I think I call it Nisa, Nata Yoko or Naka Yeke. The man from the Israeli prime minister, that paper ball has solved that when you're talking in toilet in Jamaica. John Weah went there. Telephone conversation. They put it on executive mansion. John Weah spoke with Macron. He sat down with Blading, with Jobojo. Look, you see, Because there is nothing to catch before we end this year. United Party, you get in change. Joseph Baker won't talk to Putin. Then they will put it on the executive mansion website. President Joe Baker had a mutual arrangement with President Putin. You allow Joe Baker to, he won't talk to Zelensky. He talked to the Ukraine president. They are looking for something to hold on to, Liberian. You see, they are drowning. United Party is drowning. Anything they put their hair on, they able to put their hair on, they want to survive. They are drowning. They are drowning. They are drowning. Look, nobody need to teach the Liberian people. Nobody need to tell them. They themselves have gotten the understanding that things will never be the same. Honor Joe Baga, it can be the same like Honor George Weah. No. It can be. You want to talk about road, then you talk about George Weah. You want to talk about housing unit, then you talk about George Weah. You want to talk about lights, you talk about George Weah. You want to talk about mini stadium, you talk about George Weah. You think you can say we pay one economy to Banga? You think you can't fool the people. You can't fool the ordinary people. George Weah was not depending on anybody to pay it. He had friends. He still got friends. That's why I said to people, there is a magazine to my house, been there for years. Friends are friends forever. Look, nobody think we hate Baka, United Party folks. Those of you that come up and you veil up, you talking, look, let me let you to know. The truth is what we're talking about. You yourself, the blind people, what they're taking from the street, they say, Trump, and I say, no church should carry their blind pass. So who will get the poor money? There is no program. Oh. There is no program. The gender ministry only want to come for glory. You taking people from the street, children from the street. What the programs are you putting in place for the group of 77? So that they will stay in the compound. When no food in the compound, when no safe drinking water there, when no medicine there, you want those people to remain in a group of 77 compound and die? No, they got to come on the street. Those kids, that their uncles, their aunties are blind. Who will send them to school? They will hold their hands and they are walking around and singing, I never knew Jesus on my side, and somebody gave them $5 and they are coming here, Papa, and they get them $10. It is that money they save to send their kids to school, to put food on the table. You say they should not sell on the street. What is the program? What have you created? 10,000 youth. We can't hear Joe Baga say they will get 10,000 youth job. They will carry them up to now. Joe Baga not even go on the program. We don't know what happened to the 10,000 youth. Where are they? Where are they? Where are they, Liberians? And you want us to be dancing because Joe Baga put few lights up, few light bulb that is part of the project. Somebody on the RIA road to celebrate. Somebody in Nukutam to celebrate. Whose tables were broken down. Whose house they sat on the driveway, on the alley, and they broke it down while they were in the market. They broke it down while they were hustling. And you say they must celebrate few bulbs, few lights. That light they will eat. This season, that few light bulb they will eat. They first this season, they're talking to Donald Trump, will put food on their table. That Joseph Baga talking to Donald Trump, will buy their children color. One weekend, you're cool up for fun, just breaking about the thing on Facebook. What wrong with you? What wrong with you? This is the only government that you see a speaker even belittled the speakership. See that young man was dancing to United Party whom going. Putting it that the only government I see a speaker. Complete belay. That he there. Complete belay. They say the man a cool man. But that man, a crew is a different crew. United Party just producing people that are real better than. But you increase the money. And you want the people to be happy. Joseph Baga carry money up in the 1.2 billion. Jeremiah couldn't carry money up. Speaker couldn't carry money up. Thomas Fana carry money up. My old man Yombli carry money up. Then they say they like you. They are here to rescue. If these people are here to rescue, they will reduce their salaries. They will cut their salary down and say, let God go to the ordinary people. We are here. That is the essence of rescue. But how can you come to rescue where you are increasing yours? And you are saying you are here to rescue me. Police officers up to now, they are crying, no pay. 785 of them have not gotten paid from the PSU, Bapolu, bombing, national headquarters. They have not gotten paid. PSU officers,
all over professional standard division. They only go to job, but they are not happy. They are running to go because it is in President Tubman once said obedient. I heard at one of the armed forces did program at the Berkeley Training Center. He said the military is obedient. The military obedient. Why? You expect people to be obeying in hunger? Police officers are going to work, but their kids have not gotten uniform. They have not gotten clothes. They will not put food on the table. And somebody said we pay you after the season. But they pay their own relatives. They pay themselves. Here is a government that pay themselves, but they are not caring about the ordinary people to be paid. Many United Party folks have not gotten salaries, but they are jumping. They don't let the people get your salary today. Some of you still looking at your telephone. Most of the you pay paper, you look at it, they're using the button phone. They put their sinker inside, and they put the ringing tune to number 10. They put the volume to number 10. Because they want loud ringing tune. To show the message now come. No message. Today is the 23rd. Tomorrow is the Eve. But you sell everything. The paper post 3 layer on. The paper post 3 layer on. But you know your money not going your account yet. But he pay a children. His wife got food. They got food in the house. But you sell everything. The paper post few people. But you know why your children will eat? You see, because you people think that the Liberian people are stupid. They're not stupid. They're not stupid. They're not stupid. So we need to understand. And that is nothing we're telling our people. Absolutely the truth. You know how much people in the diaspora are spending? A guy told me, see, I'm going to the bank to take 2,000, my brother. I said, to do anything. He said, see, I got to send things to people in Liberia. You know what happened in the country? I got people emptying their account just because they want to get back to families' home. They want to get back to their friends. They want to get back to their schoolmates. Because it is not easy. Their telephones are ringing 24/7. They can't sleep when they tell so they can't so They can't sleep. So many of them got to go work 2-3 hours. They got to double the hour because they want to touch lives. They got to double the hours because they feel the pinch of the ordinary people. What they are going through under this Joe Baka. It is not easy. In communities, on that day, people intend to come. What happened to people in the rural areas? In Todi, in Grand Cape on the highway, in Bombing on the highway, in Grand Sets on the highway, Maryland on the highway. What happened to our ordinary people? I'm like wondering, will they get something for the season? When the kids wear something on that day? When Joe Baka in a convoy, he can never start to any village. He put a think that windshield on, roll, tippy, roll. He going. He's not thinking about them. I'm wondering. And that's why I thank God for those of you, the supporters of George Weah and citizens that say, I'll buy 100 back of rice, I'll buy 50 back of rice. I want to touch the life of the ordinary people during this season. Want to put food on the table of that Oma, that Pape. But you want to go celebrate few Lepo that is part of a road project that was initiated by the previous government. And you want fool our people that Joe Baka got project. He got no project in this country. Under 2 years, there is nothing. When I say project, something that Joe Baka initiated himself. Why? Because nobody wants to help him. But you want me, when I come and talk, you get vexed. When we come and say, hey, you vexed. No, it doesn't matter. I can say to our people that, look, like you just imagine somebody telling you, me, I can't tell. When I told them, no woman knew. Honor Unity Party government, no tolerance. Honor Unity Party government. You are a sedition, you share your mouth. Joseph Baka made people abandon their political party, their political affiliation because they want to survive. They want to put food on their family table. They no more talk about their political party that they love. They got to talk it in their heart. It pains them. They are hurt inside. It is burning them. But they can't voice it out because if they say, they will lose their job. Not tolerant at job site. Joseph Baka talk about job creation during a cabinet meeting. He told a minister, go create job. You know what you're telling them? Go sack anybody you know that are CDC people. They're looking for people who they consider as seditions. We Liberians, So tomorrow when Joseph Bagaran there, George Weah come back to power. George Weah returned to the executive mansion. You think George Weah will go do that thing? George Weah will not want to do it. Because we all like Liberians. And what you people have developed in the country is completely hatred. Hate all around. The whole country is divided. If you take that, if there were war in the country, it would be war between United Party and CDC poll. UP will be looking for sedition, sedition be looking for UPs. But in all, the seditions are even tolerant than the United Party folks. They are tolerant. You will say how? When they were there for 6 years, they tolerated all the nonsense of the United Party. Yes, when you talk about which government was tolerant, United Party or the CDC, you will the people outside Liberia will take CDC. George Weah government was tolerant. That is why he didn't sack people because of their political affiliation. He was interested into people carrying the expertise, what they got in them to benefit the nation. He was not interested in your political affiliation. He was interested in your service. George Weah was tolerant. His government. There were citizens that suffered with George Weah. They were on the substitute bench. What George Weah was prioritizing, he was prioritizing United Party folks. Citizens were on the bench. They were looking for jobs. They were qualified. George Weah left them and said, let me please these people. Let me happy these people. Let me put smile on their faces. Not knowing George Weah was opening a Pandora box that will put seditions in the harm's way. Not knowing George Weah was creating the way out for seditions to be intimidated, for them to be a rise. Not knowing George Weah was creating a way that seditions will be marginalized by United Party folks. George Weah was doing it in good faith, but it was making room to intimidate seditions. It was a way George Weah was creating harm's way for his people. Why he thought he was doing good for United Party folks? No. How did they get to know that Bogodip carrying as seditions? Because the United Party folks were in CDC government and they were looking at the seditions face by face. They knew their pages on Facebook. They knew their account. They knew the name they were using on their account. They pictured them. They marked them. That's why when they came to power, they were pointing fingers and saying, you see that one I was standing over there? He was there in the militant CDC. And that one I come in. That one I smile when I get over there. Yeah, that one is you were with CDC. A job we have been play with. Where any film number, pull it there. And would I get anyone there? Would I want part you for I get. Yeah, I got a you peso. Come. You see that two that laughing. That two, they say they part of the annual CDC gas unit. That one, someone causing the one, that one, put a knee down. Look, George Weah opened his government, and you know what happened? George Weah created an opportunity for United Party folks, but that opportunity was a put sedition in the harm's way, a place sedition at a place of intimidation, a put them at an era where they close. Look, CDC close their mouth, they can't talk seditions working in the government. Many of them close their mouth. I see some of the beginning, they say, "My man in politics for now." I say, why? They say, brother, the time so how that the lay player depend on to pay my beginning school fee. That the lay player depend on if I start talking for job, you know what the men will do. You know what the men are doing already. The guys that make people are not free to talk on job site. People can no more sit together. United Party folks and UP folks cannot sit and exchange ideas and laugh at each other and throw talks. They can no more do it because they came with a mindset to eradicate the CDC. And so they start to do it by getting rid of the followers of the CDC. So they make every job site a place where you can talk. You go there, you just sit down one place. You want to talk with a man and you scared. You think it's a man and I can't talk to a man and you pay so. Eh? You want to talk. You just sitting now. People go to job, they scare. You looking for your friend. I'm telling you. George Weah, let me tell you, they think the good heart, the government of inclusion that George Weah brought in this country for 6 years, it put sedition in the harm's way. I can tell anybody. It created serious problem for seditions. They have become a threat to the United Party. Some of them were murdered in cold blood, in camera, on camera. They killed them. People who killed them, they are still here working. Young Queen Johnson there. Slaughtered that boy. She's still working. George Weah did it in good faith. Today, you can't go to a working place and people are tolerant to speak their mind. Who born you to talk about George Weah on the working area? They will sack you. You might talk about Joe Bucker. Somebody who you know from nowhere, you don't know anything about them. You might discuss Joe Bucker. See, these go to work, they are in the corner, they're sitting by themselves. Either they on their phone and they might not flip on their page. How can you run a government and you say you are here to rescue? As citizens are not Liberians, are they not part of this country? Joe Bucker, you think John Weah was not in the note that you from United Party? But John Weah went and paid your bills. He sent you to hospital. He told the people to allow you to use the VIP lounge. He prioritized you. He gave your children job. But he knew that Joe Bucker was a United Party man. But John Weah accommodated you, brought your people, gave them job. Many of them were in ambassadorial positions across the world. You saw sedition looking for UPS on the job site. United Party folks used to take the government car and carry it to their party headquarters. While they are in CDC government, they carry the government car to their party headquarters. People will see it and take the photo. John Weah don't say anything because John Weah was interested in service. He was not interested in political affiliation or religious creed. He was interested in service to country. He was not interested in your affiliation with any political party. He was a president that created an enabling environment that people were so tolerant. But why Joe Bucker? Why Joe Bucker? They are talking about creating jobs. They say they will still sack seditions. They're still looking for their job site. Before you talk about Joe Weah, you got to hire yourself. You want to know anything about Joe Weah, you got to go in your bathroom. You want to watch live, you got to go in your bathroom. When your ear pee your ear, they will pop at you. Listen to a CDC station now. They're picking at our people. Liberians picking at Liberians because of their political affiliation under Joe Bucker. They look at you. So you sit there in the corner and say, you listen to a CDC station, eh? That HRA you listen to. Who? Segu? They won't pick at you because they want you out. Now, another AB you listen to. They want to throw talks at you. There are one or two of the United Party folks who said no. Like the guy at the government, not the government commission, but investment commission. The guy at investment commission. I've heard so much good things about him. We told them, don't bring nothing here. The man at fire service told them once, their player is not political play. You can't work here. Forget about people. Because they know that there is a tomorrow. They know that the issue of George Weah coming, but they can't stop it. So they tell them, no. They play that place, you can't work. So why are you jumping around? They prepare for small street. They prepare talk to Donald Trump. That news there. That don't think we buy the children Christmas clothes today. That don't think we make government send the money to your phone. Where you jumping around celebrating? Let's get serious, man. Let's get serious for once. Let's get serious. We need to get serious, Liberian, and that is what we need to do. So we don't hate anybody. We don't hate anybody. But you see, it is the truth. It is the truth. So when you can, you cause or you talk without your business. But the truth will not hide. They will definitely show. Right now, the Christmas. Today is the 23rd. Tomorrow is the Eve. Go to communities. You will feel bad. Go some areas. The children sitting down. No hope. They are hopeless. Parents don't know where to start from. No hope. You think waters have really packed mean that people buying? No. Bulk of the people in Raleigh, they left the communities. They went to sell to their friends. They are sellers selling to sellers. Sellers buying from sellers. The people that will buy, they are get manu. Everybody took their small money, their susu money to go buy goods. Some people up to now, their goods haven't come. Some people up to now, their goods haven't touched down. Some people that goods will come before January 1st. Some people that the old goods in the warehouse they brought outside. They couldn't bring new goods because the first one they brought, nothing has happened. They best the goods stay in the warehouse. Why would they go for new ones? So they are just putting it outside, banjoing it. Because they can't keep it again for another year. They ushering it. They are frustrated. You think somebody put an ushering their goods mean they are happy? No, they are not happy. They are down. They are diving in lust. They are doing it with pain in their hearts because they got to do it, or else the goods will remain there for another year. So they are putting the goods outside and giving it at an affordable price because they can't afford to keep the goods in the warehouse again for another year to come, for another Christmas. How many people that are importing vehicles now? All the cars they brought in the country, the car dealers, they are no more breaking new cars. Nobody buying cars, nobody buying vehicles. Instead, parked in the fence, they got to auction them. They got to give it as a pay. They got to tell people pay 10% and be reporting small. People brought in keke, they got to say take it on say pay. They are not bringing in goods, new goods in the country. Why? Because nobody buying, no business, no money coming. And you want people to be celebrating Christmas. You think some of the things are happening around poor happy? Somebody look at a whole store, they think they buy the auction here, and all the young get them pack up in front of the store. Yeah, give me 2 cartoons, give me 4 cartoons. No, they are doing it. It's not joyfully. They are doing it with pains in their heart because they got to get those goods off. This is almost 2 years the goods been in that warehouse. All the other one that in the warehouse, what do they keep? So they put in it outside and they're banjoing it. Somebody put about 2-3 containers from the US. They brought in those American synagogues and all these things. They got to auction it. Just free boy alone can take all the profit. Free boy alone. Free boy alone. So why would somebody want to bring car? When Joe Baker want to screen everybody, just recently, LRA carry form to all the police officers. You got to sign the LRA form. They're supposed to paying taxes, but they carry additional form to take additional money from them. And you think it is well, you think it is okay, and the people you think things are okay and it will be better. No, it's not better. So nobody hate anybody, but that's the truth. For them to carry the president and be passing around, if I people let on carry government official in that darkness, then they put a few bob on everybody. Oh, the pape. All these guys are operating in deceit. They are just fooling the old man. They are not honestly helping Joe Baker. Yesterday they said they put around Jawia like good man, but they put around Jawia were fooling Jawia. They put around Jawia was not helping Jawia. They were not telling anything good. They were not, But somebody think our people are happy. They're not happy. People are going for the Christmas season with pain. If you want to believe it, go in the rural parts. Lead the city, lead the open part of Moravia. Go to the rural parts. Go and see the living condition of our people. Go there. Go. There are people I'm still worrying about whether they will get something on the table for the Christmas. Today, our old man, then our papi, them, all of them, they are able to call on radio and say something about Liberia because George Weah gave them the opportunity. George Weah time they had the opportunity. Madam Selitan, how many old men were calling on radio? How many young girls were calling on radio? How many papi were calling on radio? How many persons were really calling on radio? As compared to George Weah time, look at the old folks. Look at the papi. Look at the people calling on radio. They put money on their phone every day. Nobody put money on their phone. They call. It's because George Weah created the possibilities. He was tolerant in his administration. He allowed people the free will to do what they wanted to do. Not knowing the thing that George Weah was doing yesterday as good thing, it was going to put sedition in trouble. Today, seditions will work and they shut their mouth. They are working. You think most of the CDC people you see working, why are they happy? They're not happy that their party having something, they can't go there because United Party folks the same people to go spy and take picture and do video recording and say, and you say you in CDC, why will you treat people like that? And you in CDC and you were there yesterday because somebody is not in CDC and they choose not to. They're not in United Party. They choose not to go to your homecoming program. You lie on them and you jail them. That's the kind of library we're looking for. Is that the kind of library we're talking about? And you talk about rescue. Then people can see in peace. People can see. The other one call me and talking about, but say you yeah. The Bible told Donald Trump. I said that they call the telephone call Joe Baker how with Donald Trump. It will buy your children clothes, yeah. Then he start laughing. I said, don't laugh. It will buy your children synagogue. Donald Trump. You know how many people? You know how many times Muhammad and talk to them when Muhammad, you can just be running around Donald Trump talk to Joe Baker. Why the man said to Joe Baker? He told Joe Baker they will get a 500 million. Now why the man told Joe Baker? The man told Joe Baker said they will pay the civil servant. That's what Donald Trump told him. Donald Trump told Joe Biden that the army power, the police power, get paid the 785. You will send our money tomorrow or today. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Y'all want our people to think stupid? Y'all want our people to get feed at the belly? No, those United Party folks, they are United Party folks. I know they're too smart. They don't buy into that. When they don't talk, they shut their mouth. They don't buy into because they don't have news. What is about that thing we might be celebrating? That Joseph Baka pick up telephone. Then they put it on Facebook. They put it on the executive mansion face. Then they put Joseph Baka face just smiling because Donald Trump good English. I know Donald Trump tell Joseph Baka that thing again. You remember? I know when he called, how are you good English? There's a good English. Yeah, which school you go to? Wasanga? Which school? Good English, good English. I know that what it meant, we have mutual understanding in good English speaking. We have mutual understanding in breaking the laws. I know Donald Trump told Joseph Baga that there will be mutual understanding in breaking the laws, mutual understanding in running behind sedition, mutual understanding in buying new arms and ammunition for the police, while the ordinary people don't have salary increase. Mutual understanding. I know those are some of the discussions that Donald Trump had with the paper. Yeah, we have mutual arrangement. Oh, God. I'm probably there might be some technical problem there. We want to side, so he hasn't come on yet, but he said he's trying to resolve it. If you do, yes, of course we have him on. If you don't, then of course we'll reschedule. But I know he's going to come up. Even in a few minutes, he will come up. But he said he's working on it. All right, so let's open the telephone lines and take some calls from you. What would stay awake, whether or not we stay moving. So there you. So my you tell me how many lepo on 077-223-9933 088630447 What do we mean now? Okay. Good morning.
Yeah, money is right.
Yeah, morning. Let's hear your name.
All money is right.
I'm okay.
It's right. You make my day. Then you say, everything that you talking is right. You make my day today. They put into lot or what they put problem? What they put just control, just making a wow. Everybody going all ahead. Yeah, it's why they put a lot or they put lot or and say, and not easy. Yeah, it will even get la. For that street level with me auto E. For the city, the street that was your we are in the country and I end up planning there. What they put lines to all of them for? What they put them to be happy one day. Oh, Joe, we are going to bless you. God, just talent day. The whole town shaking with happiness, money flowing. But today, and that is the Israel.
Okay.
We're suffering. That God will come for us. We suffering Israel and no IPFC talking.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so kindly. Good morning.
Yeah,
yeah. That's you, man.
I say party money baby squash. I'm a children.
Okay.
We pray about all we see this month, New Year. We'll be on up to go back. I said you let the party. Now you see that they what your promise to carry around. Every year we're putting that all your things over for you so far. That today left. We have a paying school fee. You said our school fee will eat. Who take about bread and butter? How long they come in? They come to pay for a New Year. Who will I get it? That putting that on you're running around. You're saying up your boyfriend. You're saying you're not getting sick when you to go off table. Yeah, you're tired. You want to do to all your fans. I say, you can't listen to the radio. What you promise to the point, not doing it. And now what people are talking about every year.
Okay.
Yeah, you're feeling around it. Who bring it there? My any bring a boy a player. And I don't know why inside. That we are cast before it's not running wild. They fuck around, see the community that we are. Yeah, what do you do so much? You never have a brand bottle. You're making I want hard there. You're put 25 there. Bottle.
Okay.
People love faith.
Thank you so kindly. Thank you so kindly, man, Bessie. Thank you so much. Let's take somebody on this line and we come back. Good morning.
Good morning, good morning, my brother Israel,
Morning.
and good morning to peace and loving people of the Republic of Liberia. The name is Amola Idomamba Father, and I'm calling from the Middle East.
Mhm.
My brother, you see, if the United Party people are emphasizing or when they are carrying around the or Mr. Boakat electing or the country a half or halfway, half portion of the road that is not even completed, then I don't know. I don't know what the United Party people are saying,
Mm.
because I was in Liberia when His Excellency Dr. George Manning we are electing Bush Asle. We all saw it,
Yeah.
and you know on no sense in no red mind or somebody will build a house and don't electrify that house, and that project was initiated by His Excellency Dr. George Manning we are. So how will you start a project with no light? So let Joseph Parker start to do his own thing and show to the Liberian people. There is nothing Joseph Parker is doing that he can show to the Liberian people. These are all projects that Josia did, and he left in the Pueblo, and they are just completing it to tell the Liberian people or January what they have done, and they have done nothing.
Okay.
That is the reason why you see even JMB son, the project that is saved for Minority World Union, even if the brother go or court raping for handphone, that labor will be all on the internet. Then 10 million that project you don't even see it on his page. Then Joseph Brother is saying that it's for the Minority World Union. So do you think that the Liberian people don't know what you are doing?
Okay.
Do you think the Liberian people don't know?
Okay. Thank you, my brother. Let's take this pressing. He slip off the line. Good morning.
Mr. Israel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Peter David Castle. I call from another street light in Lower Johnsonville. I thank you for a fascinating discussion. Let me say, and firstly, happy prosperous New Year to you. Israel is the guy from the angle of the Unity Party can be celebrating street like today, and that of rule. That means they are totally few. But those are things that they condemn years. When we are brought about street light, they condemn it. When we was constructing road, they condemn it. Now, why should they be celebrating? I mean, there's nothing that these guys will change, because they are just photocopying and what we are did where we are stopped. You know, that's what they are doing. So these guys, they lack the mental capacity of governance and innovation. Look at Ravi Awe. If these guys are really mentally upgraded, they should be the people to be celebrating that. That's a project that initiated by His Excellency Dr. George Panovia. Then Unity Party want for all to believe. Where are they coming from? Maybe these guys are just coming from different planets, because their mental capacity does not even fit in this particular modern day reality. Joseph Boakai is an electric old man. He does not even know anything about street life. Why? How will he celebrate street life? A man that did not even street life, they just see street life until he became 85 years old. It was weird administration that Liberia started seeing street life. Liberia started hearing about street life. Liberia started seeing massive road connectivity. So the records are clear. These guys need to start scheming on themselves and deceiving themselves and face the reality.
Okay, thank you. Good morning.
No,
yeah, let's hear you.
I'm just small congrats. The way Joseph Boakai wicked guy, all the power wicked, all of them wicked. It's like I did the money to wow hockey yesterday and maybe the free buy. The better working on a mental thing and thing for Christmas. It's just when I offered a credit yesterday. The book credit 50 of progress and the father progress. Because I went to that man, to credit me 50, that man look at my face and me say no money. I could everybody cheating to me to no money, to me no money here. Yeah, but my family, you can't have that day for Christmas, so that can fit to go to my children and no money. So I love it. Okay. My God, my friend, say, no, don't message, say, you're sufficient. You're working here, you're not credit, you take out about credit, you're not credit. So my friend, I got no giving shout out yesterday in a coffee and credit people. My friend, I give me $10 away credit. But for my own money, baby, we should have credit me so much. And the food, I look at the book, not to the George Sana. They go to the over the top. My own side, we should have credit me yesterday. They could have got it moving so they got no feedback. So I didn't know that. I said, well, they're working for the work from all that shit. They can be working for all that. They can't pay, they credit everybody, they can't credit me. Now we feel credit me yesterday for all money. So I got to go to the wicked people. Thank you.
Thank you so kindly. I can feel his pain from his tone. Let's take this person on the Lone Star line. Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, there is a saying that a really working for that you were for it. President Boga met with Donald Trump face to face, where he was being mocked that he's speaking good English. And that means you know the party people don't. Yes. Talk the Arabic man, speak big English. I mean, you people were rejoicing like that the man can speak good English. He made more great Arabic man. And so I mean, let's talk in one day, tomorrow and forever. But what we are waiting for is we are going back because he confirmed that, and he is running in that red campaign for We Are 2029. That We Are is loved, is popular, and is globally connected. So that campaign is running. So no need to mind those idiots. Thank you.
Thank you so kindly. Let's come this side. Good morning. Good morning. Morning.
Good morning, Chair.
Yeah, let's hear you.
Yeah, it's and what got any king without hit because why my head never put any power for and put Georgia in power. But the hatred is working with it. We our prayers will be on our people. It will be upon our children, our great grandchildren. And say the more we speak is not what we have who created this more. Back that low and go to the ballot for. So thank you this morning.
Thank you thank you so kindly. Let me hold you there. Let me talk to Prince Sharif. I cancelled the whole thing. Sorry, Prince, you call me back. Sorry, I guess let's take this. Yeah. Good morning. Morning.
Yeah, this is my brother calling from the old.
Yeah, go ahead, Mandela.
It's where you know for me. On that, I will be saying, I'll get politics in one big one to church to drag on as soon as I get down. If for me to cross, then I'm going to watch children all angle on the road and the road so free when you crossing. Like, hey, man, when I see the road, the way it's so wild, they didn't think of Joe, we are there. You know, I just talking, they don't worry about, you see, that's what we are old man there. You know, I just be politics. And don't you know that we have built that road there? And the road where everything has been a plan, it will be connected to the lighting. So that level Joseph Wakatin that he go dedicate and go put on. The children know. They know that John we have everything in our plan there. So they don't want to do it for nothing. So thank you.
Thank you so kindly. Thank you. Let me talk to Sharif in 2 minutes, and then we'll come back to the other line. Good morning, Sharif.
Yes, sir. Good morning, Mr. C. How are you, sir?
I'm okay, my brother.
Yeah, let's say compliments of the city to Liberians home and abroad. And I want to say thanks to the staff at the station for the excellent work that you continue to do. Thanks for all of the sacrifices. So the issues here, it is unfortunate that in this day, age, and time, Mr. Boyka and the Unity Party want to think that we are fools or we want to limit us. For a very long time, we have had of the United States, presidents of the United States visiting Liberia. You can remember under the regime of Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, we have the president of the United States visiting Liberia, and etc., etc., etc. On the leaders, we have presidents of the world in Liberia. So for Joseph Numa Boyka to receive a phone call and want to say that there must be a holiday, I think it is important. And this is how these people look at us and they look down at us. That today we receive a call. The President Dr. George Manuel Weah went and even started and had a very cordial relationship with this leader. That today you are receiving call and you put it on Facebook or you put it on your website and you want to call for holiday. This is just to tell you that the people look at you to be too inferior. And there's the reason why they want to look down at us. The last issue has to do with this issue of the electrification of the RRE houses. We want to say kudos to the President George Manuel Weah. Why it is true to not be like members of the Unity Party who are very ungrateful, people who cannot see the good in Nigeria, they thank President Weah because that initiative is President Weah's initiative. To the extent that the Unity Party of Joseph Numa Boyka cannot even vote of a project that was initiated by Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf that he is continuing. All of the project today that he is continuing is from His Excellency President Dr. George Manuel Weah. So if Joseph Numa Boyka will go on that role after 2 years, well, it just shows that His Excellency President Dr. George Manuel Weah is the developer in chief. Because everything today that Boyka is doing, he will not tell you or they will not tell you that they started here doing their own government or doing the government of Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. No, they will always say that we're a government we are doing, but any that was it. So we want to say thanks to President Weah that he has changed the body politics of Liberia. That it is not a politics of rights, but it is the politics of development. And Joseph Numa Boyka has no option but to do these things. But it is just simple that he cannot acknowledge His Excellency President Dr. George Manuel Weah, and President Weah acknowledged Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. He cannot do it. So let's continue to expose himself and to show how vindictive and is to unite this country. Thank you for giving me the opportunity, Mr. C.
Thank you so kindly, my friend and brother Prince Sharif under the Palava Hut. Let's go back this side. Good morning.
Yeah, thank you very much. Good morning, Israel.
Yeah, good morning.
Thank you very much. Israel, I'm Spencer Mohammed, and I call from Apropos Corner, down Coast Bone Hill, Western Community. Israel, I want to congratulate you this morning for this discussion. And I guess I want to take this time to extend my sincere greetings to you and all of your staff at Kings FM. All of life, good and prosperity.
Amen.
May the new year bring new wisdom and new opportunity as we continue to advocate for the betterment of Liberia. And the issue is how can people who campaign on job creation yesterday will be celebrating life today? How can us in 2023 like life will eat? We come nearly 3 years into the administration and begin to celebrate life today. Fundamentally, I want to believe something is happening in Unity Party guys. In my mind, they are either mentally retarded or something is not just right with them. How will you tell people say that rule will eat like this? Why you said that? Is it that they were scared? Or is it that because they were idiots? Because a born Gibraltar was doing it, that's why they demonized it or degraded it? In my mind, doing Numa Boyka and Council that had nothing else to do to offer Liberia. That's why they are just recycling themselves with one thing that they criticized yesterday and then celebrate today. And that's why he has now turned himself into the biggest campaign manager for President Weah's return 2029.
Okay.
Because for him to sit and say President Weah has global connection, he limited himself. Henceforth, President Weah is coming back. And to the point, you see people celebrating phone call. What became of the first phone call with Elon Musk? What did we get from there? And today, that song who told you Mr. Good English is celebrating him. All of those things are diabolical lies. They have nothing to tell the Liberian people because another 3 years is coming to an end. When the Portugal minister told us it took nearly 3 years to build 7 kilometers of road, it tells you that you guys are failed and they are just shouting behind their own failure. Thank you very much for always giving us the opportunity. We are set to show that President Weah will return 2029. And Joe Parker is the campaign manager. Thank you very much.
Thank you so kindly. This side. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah.
Good morning to the people of also country. Well, my name is Mohammed Donzo Fufana Jr. But I joined the conversation from the Japan Freeway that President Weah acknowledged my early journey for building that road. Well, I just want to say this morning to the people, of Liberia, that the Union Party government that is steering all affairs of our country is running our country indirectly because their president always come on the radios want to contradict himself. He contradict his ministers and then he come and contradict himself. How will you say that if this project, if I knew about this project, I could have put stop to it. And then again, you come again saying that if the Mano Rural Union is about know about this project, then like you could have done it. So if you know that Mano Rural Union know about this project, will you stop it? Because the brothers have come to this country and more that bring people. The reason why the brothers we have hatred in this country. We don't love each other. We always have a belief of equal fence. If it's not me, should be me. So we gotta behave from our attitude. Mr. Weah is the only Liberian that have solved it that as well need that have the ability that will transform this country.
Okay.
So this morning to all my Liberian people, let's follow tons and let's bring Mr. Weah back so he can elevate our country. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you, Dons. Good morning. Yeah. Yeah, man.
No, when you are whisper, you whisper. When you normally can change your behavior around to say somebody who behavior. All the wicked people do it, they know that tomorrow they will not stay in the country. Trust me, believe no one saying. Take it to the bank tomorrow. You say Martin said it. All this minister, the thing they tweet, all of water administration. They know because when I make it tomorrow, they will leave the country tomorrow, to flee tomorrow, and go to America, go to America tomorrow. All of you know wickedness. Well, yes, here, all the people that we have met in power, he left all of them there. He said they are Liberians, and they were working and they were free to talk politics, even in their offices. They were insulting George Weah. While you were working in Jamaica, but they were insulting George Weah in their offices. We have to let it go. Let it go have freedom of speech, freedom of movement, and they sit there. Time for campaign, they will go campaign. Time for a protest, they will go in a protest. They come back to the office. You get to say, "Muya Mune," from them. No, you should see all of them. When you teach them, when they keep on say, "Oh, people want to teach them, they are tradition for Mune for power." We agree. Go ahead. Anything you play, that's why you will read. Anything you play, you can't play what people say. Anything you play, that's why you will pick. That you will pick. You can't play okra and people that one. No, that's why you will pick. So what the point doing? We're looking at them. So we've been talking there that we are get contact. They said our lab, we can't get contact. Well, it's meant machine. On his show, he said we are getting international contact. You don't have one. Everywhere he go, the embarrassing where we are there. Why you are the man coming on? How you are a former president? We are coming on. He will not speak to that one. He will be touching it. To tell you that what we've been saying, that's true. He said, you can listen to the radio. But who told you say we are not coming back and you're talking it? That person that we will not come back, they will stop it, that we will come back. If you don't have a poor job, we will come back. Because we see the point, we see the power. I don't say, people, they go, you feel your charge, the president say you're working. What is that for many roles? What is that for many legislative? So, we are in the country. He brought the person to Lopa. They were already at the free program. So, he said, oh, we are everything we are there. Tell the one they are called Prince or defensive. So, they always battle there. I said, why you tell me to say, I get time for it? Just when they say, well, we are there, say, oh, no, I'm wrong with it. Or you bring coming, they're not coming with it. What do they say? Say, the husband will eat a little more bread, water. No. session to the core. You can't do that to the people. You can't do that to us. Don't tell the point. Like why you not get you flat down your like who flat? That way you do in the country. The problem is the reality what happened. What's on the point? No, you can't fool. You can't laugh at the man you know you call about the poor kill by saying la. The debug your but you're calling the poor to come and you. And when I happy that way that way. You can't allow the person to you have to be there and not know the way about what have you. You know how you call it. Your own country, your buyer. In your buyer, people want to have it. You say you destiny yourself. You think you stupid here, Boaka. What kind of nonsense comment? What I say we are there too. Thank you, powerful. Thank you, my chap, for having me.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, Israel.
Yeah.
Happy Christmas to you.
Council?
Israel. Yeah, I cancel.
Okay. Same to you.
Israel, as we talking here, you get elephant on your head, then they lay rat that on the ground that the poor man get are you waiting for. Oh, they plenty talking for. Why is that for? What they want to do? Talking about we should rejoice. No, Israel, I listen and I your cool man there. That man is for anti-sedition. But great, they didn't play with him. Israel, we talking here. What I wanted to tell you yesterday.
Yeah.
They fire incident here. That had the ball used to be with the security on the compound. The ball was standing on the road. They arrested the ball, they pick him up. They carry him. The boss say they said pin. He was telling me, but they were safe. But with him, they took him from our place here, and they carry him. So today they are going there today. So I said, but why they arrested you? He said, for the asking what we know about fanatic case about the fire that came up. So I said, chaos only bandit. I said, but why are you happy? So I had to beat the children older and another thing is getting you. That's why I wanted to tell you.
Oh, okay. We'll check on that more. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Bob. Yes,
yeah, let's hear you.
Good morning.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, this is Mohammed Gitao, member of the Soil movement. You know, let me really commend you, Bob. Yeah, I know I follow you most of the time, but I do not call on your show sometimes. But I called this morning to appreciate you for your energy. You know, I really admire you. The last time I saw you on Facebook, I mean on your show, I was thinking to be a barrier seriously. Because your voice, you know, I really admire you. And oh yes, let me commend you today. And you know, for me, obeying that way here. Today, you know, in looking some kind of way, but yes, yesterday, former President Josh Man, we are in a social organization, but we follow that about politics and we are Liberians, right? Anybody that doing good in the country will follow you and will say it if it happening the right way. Today, we appreciate the government for lighting some of the community. But yesterday, when President we were doing it, they will answer the question that let we eat, that road we eat, that this we eat. So the people they believe in development. But when they hit the development yesterday, they don't want for President we have to be praised. And I'm not care how you do here. People say admire President Josh Man, we are politics in like body politics. You see? That light what you putting on today, who put the light for? Who engineer all the work? Today you are putting the light. You not just can you call the light to the area. Or you met road there, road construction are going on there. Who started work?
Yeah.
Who started work today? You set on the foundation. You know, but some you know people they just think like we are fool. We are not no longer fool. Like when we are following politics. And based somebody feel like that they are putting the community today, they are saying, we will not come there. Nobody have no right in the country to tell your friend that you will not come. Nobody get like gold ND. But like God party is open, everybody you have to participate in body politics. If you are not voting, you win. And one thing I noticed last night about we are seeing, say President Joseph Mabaka was lighting ERW area in the whole looking down door. The Bush Island door up last night. We don't get light last night.
Yeah.
And lastly, for net to be celebrating Joe Valley and Donald Trump as a Joseph, you know, like you and I know somebody like being we keeping ourselves into slavery to America. That is to President Joseph Baka. What is the impact on the Liberian people life or the developmental job of our country? They get asking to say President Joseph Baka, the only man who American president ever called before. Even today, a dropper in the chair of the president of Liberia, the American president will make business with Liberia a president. Because why? They want something that Liberia, if he can do it easily. And you let part the government, you let part the government working the country a long time. Today, you let part the government in power. They ever reverse all the concession agreement that was signed under President William administration. They see poor President William War II. They said baby the boo. So as for me, you let party that have no credential here to say, oh, we turn now, nobody will come here. President Joseph Baka, your call to Donald Trump, and not benefit like one people, the hardship on the market, and stay here and start campaigning to like one people. You are sitting all here busy that day. I will build a rope on here, Kenya. I will build a rope on here, Bomi. It's a disgrace to the government. Yeah. Because you had the authority to develop the country. You could actually, like when people say, we build a road from most of our country, we stop to clear, and the following year, we reach a bomb or we reach a bombing. Then like one point know that you're talking with gas, but you can't come here for your clear. The road very, very dependable. Then you can't say on the radio for people to look at 8 months between here. But we have here is a disgrace to the international King Kong and the experience King Kong, what we call President Joseph Mabaga. If he want a radio and have anything to offer like that for be quiet. So thank you very much for that. Is about we are seeing. Let God give you long life and protection.
Thank you so kindly. Thank you. Like I said, my guest have some technical problem, but he's asking if we don't have the time, so he's asking whether I bring it on now or we reschedule. So maybe after the Christmas. So class will reschedule him, or we bring it on now. The time is not there. He's asking whether I bring it on now. He was in a flight. But yeah, in plane. So thinking we can. Okay. He might be. So probably he might be. I'm gonna consider that. Because the people want to have the time, and as we talk about the wide range of national issues, so he's giving up some options here. Can I join now? I was in a flight. We sure can I come to the studio myself. Okay, so let's see. We want the people, because the people want to have time to interact with him. So yes, I think class will agree. Morning.
Good morning, Mr. Steve.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, actually, I don't know. Who got to find me now? Maybe they're confused with that people. So they will tell us tomorrow that they will not get a hand from. But you go to our highway. You like president, come up president, yeah, you want to tell me that we know that see that on there? So they just position instead of the position like we see. So I let them go down and say, Donald Trump, with Joseph Baka on self-food. Trump started from a 20, he didn't say anything that would benefit that people, all friends that were there, they walk away with millions. They know. But Joseph Baka, anything that there was English. Then he said self-food, he said he's taking self-food, but you know what, in that self-food for Trump calling and saying, so, because he's a more Joseph Baka, Trump can call Joe Biden sleeping Joe. He said, Joe, you are sleeping, are you like that? $10 million project in your country, and then you say you're not aware of it. So you are sleeping. These are somebody call our inner their conversation. So they might not be dressing and breaking around there with call. You start in front of a man, you didn't say anything, you telling your friend president, you telling him yes, sir. You hold on a man, you telling him yes, sir. That on self-food will benefit that people you saw with world, Richard, on self-food, nothing we saw. Don't okay, so let us start wasting our time and do something good for them. But when people don't see when I put people say we're talking about bread, but what you should ask people that you should have to put on the RPI with nothing that president we have paid our role. So we know that she that's gonna be there. And that's something for people to be getting away. Let us start wasting our time. Let us do something good. Bread butter. That what they told us. They said bread and butter. People were suffering. They said they're trying to say, Christmas time, you can't even know that Christmas season. We have to tomorrow is Christmas. You can't see anything. Let us start wasting our time, not because they enjoy food for fun and just say go to be I don't know who west. I will not get the coaches, the problem, the party will now dedicate him for. The next they go back to the 2 years more dedication that they be waiting for. No problem. Thank you.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah. This is Edmond Carr, man. I mean, I thank season greetings to all of our family, GDC, we are sharing, all of us. And we give thanks to the God Almighty for those our partisans that are remembering people back home this festive season. You know, Buckeye is a joker. You know, the guys play form out of Buckeye. That thing they went to go do Lane, they gave him different information. But because he has no control, he will go and sit there and do that. How do you dedicate a leg? You are not even completed the role. Besides you even completing the role, how far is the leg before you dedicate it? I was just following AB. What you did, I said the mail can be thinking about it. When you go for it in the station, you go look for different trouble somewhere. I was just following it, you know. And the question he asked is, what a rush? Why are you rushing? We want to prove point. You go 2 years, nothing has happened and nothing is going to happen. So instead of you learning from the past 1 year that you wasted, going into the 2 years that you wasted, and start putting yourself together to do something, you stay fighting to prove something. And there is nothing that you can prove here. There is nowhere in the world that you will build that kind of morning road that will start to come to the presidency. It can never be.
Mm-hmm.
So the only thing you need to do, complete that road. That road is an international road. That is the plan. That is the vision of President Weah. We need to complete that road and put light on it so that at least it can reflect the image. Because when you have international guests coming into the country, when they descend on the airport, getting in their car coming to Morocco, they are asking people whether they are coming in the city or they are going to the village.
Yeah.
So this is why President we are deeming necessary that it is good that we pave that road and put lighting on that road so that at least Liberia image can be up there. So you come here, you don't want to recognize anything of him. And the guys are ashamed, they are embarrassed. Because when they were in opposition, everything that we did, we were not doing nothing. They said the mayor was taking Buka. They said the mayor was watching football game. We were not doing nothing in this country. So they come now, only a project that they are completing and carrying on, for them to come out to say it's a serious embarrassment, but there is none that they can drop it because the people are in the community and we are here. All of our projects, it was made, it was revealed to us that was an open government. So we were on top of our game, we were aware of all of our projects. So before they can celebrate life and celebrate rule, let them bring their own thing, initiate something so that we can see it. But another one that you would take. So the question we ask you, what a rush? Why are you rushing?
Mm-hmm.
Who are you fighting? We are not going to election next year. You still have time. You can still do something. Once you are committed, have something and do something. Look, when you sat before the white president, Donald Trump,
yeah,
you and him have conversation. You made yourself so inferior. You made yourself so inferior to every question. Let me didn't ask you question. Yes, sir. He wanted answer for the question that you were asking you. But you could not put the interest of Liberia on the table. Then that on phone, you will put the interest of Liberia. Okay, in our conversation with Trump now, what was the meat in a suit? We want to know.
Yeah.
What did the conversation center around? That is what you do as a media man. What did they go? What did the two presidents discuss about? Is it centered around security? Is it centered around development? What discussion did they have? Oh, you just take it, you write it. Oh, a president had a conversation with Donald Trump. If that's all we will eat, come on, man. Look, we will keep pushing them. We will not get any chance. Like their development will continue to bring it up far. You got no, yeah. The president, we have project. If you want project, bring your so that we can see groundbreaking, so that we can see a project where we will hear you for it. Thank you, Israel.
Thank you so kindly. Thanks to all of you let me, like I said, our guest was on a flight, and due to some technical issues, he can appear, but we've rescheduled for Monday. But he like to greet you people. Wanto, my brother. Good morning from our end here.
Good morning. I'm extremely sorry that I had to make a quick adjustments. But I'm obviously, like, I'm committed to you. I'll be, live in your studio as soon as possible for a full show. It's really a great pleasure being on your show for the first time, and I am extremely grateful for the opportunity.
Okay, so it means that you would then be in the studio with our people now and have a time to talk with them.
Definitely. I've committed to that already. I will definitely fulfill it.
Okay. All right. Thank you so kindly. Wanto. We hope to have you as promised.
Sure. Definitely. Again, I'm very sorry for the inconvenience.
Okay. All right. So I just wanted him to speak to you. So he's going to be here. He's coming to the studio now. So the schedule is going to be next week. Of course, he's going to be in the studio with us. He's going to be in the country, and then he's going to be coming to Kings FM. And then we having a studio live with us, and we have a wonderful time. He want to have a full time to talk. He say he doesn't want to talk for 10, 20 minutes. You want to have a full hour and to talk to you. But let's squeeze this pressing in. Good morning.
Good morning, bro. Israel Bob, we are here.
Morning, Jude.
Thank you very much. My name is Tony Sherry. I join you from Broadview, this is number 17, person of Grand Cape Mount County.
Okay.
Okay, thank you for the topic on the discussion. My man, thank you for the show. Some of all we are silent listeners.
Yeah.
Today we decide, of course, to appreciate you for the work done over the past months.
Thank you.
Joseph Walker is member of the 419 community within the war. From the beginning of this government flagged by delegating a common police boot in this country. So what's about the project, the 10 million project that is going on in Lufa County? Why would you see the groundbreaking ceremony of that project?
Mm-hmm.
Today, he's boastfully sitting on the state radio and he's lying to the same Liberian people that voted for him. And see, telling them that particular project is MRU project.
Mm.
What's the meaning of that? The meaning that it's like this papier is not really prepared to be president of this country. That's why sometimes we refer to him as unprepared president. And see, instead of they focus on the Liberian people to see how best the promises that they made during the campaign time, that they will put food on their table. You see, common phone call to the president of the United States of America can put food on somebody's table in this country.
Mm-hmm.
You know how many communication that the former president can do with world leaders in this country here? As he go to former president, we have phone caller to know how many world leaders that he can communicate with. But previously, the CDC government will not believe in that. When President we are communicating with Emmanuel Macron, communicate with Joseph Biden, and publishing on executive mansion webpage. That one nowadays executive mansion webpage has become useless to the Liberian people, including the war. Because all type of things, I watch this stuff from Great Makate crap when I get ticket and place on the executive mansion webpage. But I don't blame them. These are the most educated government that these people were talking about. That is the result that we are getting today, brother Israel. But we are saying. So what I will tell the Liberian people, let us keep our finger crossed. We pray God for long life and prosperity. Can't on the night we can trust these particular people in our capital building, including our executive mansion. Thank you very much, brother Israel. But we are there for having on your show.
Thank you so much, Chief. Thank you so kindly. Thank you so much. Someone is asking me one to tier 1 to be here, but he will be. I can't tell you number. He'll be in the studio next week. Don't worry. Good morning. Lego to my chief in the diaspora.
Good morning, Israel.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. And good morning to the listening audience in Liberia. And I want to wish all of you Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. Israel, you see, God does not sleep. God is wonderful. God is great. There's nothing above God. And I always say the God that Joey serves is an almighty God. It's not any kind of connoisseur God you can put in the corner in your house and pray to. Could you imagine Joseph Boaka that he and his people in Liberia and even outside of Liberia, they have said all kind of nonsense about Joe Weah, how Joe Weah failed the people of Liberia, how he destroyed the country, how he did nothing. For Joseph Boaka to be entangled into Joe Weah development that he initiated, he stayed entangled into it for 2 years. Joseph Boaka is yet to break ground for a pillar tree in Liberia. A pillar tree. He came to power. The first thing he wanted to initiate, he wanted to dedicate was a runabout. And there was a huge public outcry. And he fled from there and said, oh, that's a small project. And the very rubber fee highway that Joe Weah started building went to the 50% before he off it. They want to put light on it to take credit for it.
Yeah.
But you know what God did to him a few days? He went to ERBC. They asked him whether Joe Weah was coming back. Unprecedentedly, Boaka sat down there and said, Joe Weah is popular. Joe Weah is loved. Joe Weah got global connection. So he's coming back to presidency depending on how he Boaka govern Liberia. Was that not confirming what we have been saying that Joe Weah is coming back 2029? Was that not confirming that all of the places Boaka have gone to around the world? People have told him the world leader that he had met around the world have made him to understand that he cannot tamper with this man. This man is a global icon. That was not what Boaka was confirming. When Boaka said that thing, all the party people, they went cold. They went cold. They couldn't run with anything from what he said on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
That's God. That's God. That's Joe Weah God. The destruction is a Joe Weah doing like brother. They still dancing with. I want to take credit for. Joe Weah was president in a 4-year, he built a 14-minute hospital. In a 4-year with Liberian taxes money, with Liberian revenue money. They were able to build a Freeport headquarters with the own Freeport money that they generated. That's the money that is now going to the national budget today. They can report it to EEA House. They built a Freeport headquarters with Liberian money. He built hospital all around with Liberian money. Riverside Hospital. 14-minute hospital. Look at Redemption Hospital. Look at the Southeastern Liberia Hospital that are under construction. All the place. Look at government buildings. Maritime, NSA, FPLC, and other areas. Look at Noka that is just dedicated a few days. This is why you call destruction. Is this why you people referred to yesterday as destruction? People are useless. They are useless people. Joe Weah God is a great God, and like the God beating them so. And Boaka is not. No, Boaka will not be able to do a focal key, like Bremen say, focal key in our country. Everything that Joe Weah did, that's why he's standing on. Thank you.
Thank you so kindly there. Thank you. Let's see this side. This person stay on the line. Good morning.
Good morning, Israel.
Morning, Chief.
Let me also say good morning to your many listeners that follow the podcast. And let me say happy and a prosperous new year to the King's FM family. For the public recognition, this is the voice of Sabu Rasta. So, I'm joining the show from Point 4 to be specific on my geographical location. I'm in Zimbabwe. Look, so I'm not flabbergasted, man.
Oh,
I'm telling you, brother, I speak good English. My lifetime, I will give, we are my lifetime. I say my lifetime, I will give, we are my lifetime. Oh, if I give, we are my lifetime. I I say we always take care of me. I say we will never ever let me down. I will give we are my lifetime. So play everybody. Play like when people are listening. Look, so you can remember when that war was referred to as a death trap.
Uh-huh.
So today you are celebrating death trap, so death trap into left trap. We are, your God is a wonderful God. Your God is a powerful God. That's why he said, thinking is mine. Leaving your brother, he said, I don't know, leaving your brother, I will kill your brother and make the Labrambo to know that he's a devil and I am a mighty God. Because his brother came to steal, he came to kill, and over the truth cannot lie. So everything yesterday, every good thing I got initiated on brother said it was bad. But today the bad turned to good. And now they are celebrating the bad. What is the wrong? I'm not playing a recording social. If you play a recording, I will get problem with you. Because the recording is there. When yesterday reflected, I wrote as a death trap. So when you be celebrating a death trap, so the death trap take the left trap, I want the other people to call and answer the question. Death trap take the left trap. My lifetime, I will give we are my lifetime. No, Labyrinth. You'll be smart. You'll be us. We are as a political Manzao. That's why when he came to the people, the Pharisees did not stop there. They are strong, but God is stronger than them. That's why he's showing himself. And God will continue to show to the Labrador people that we are is a political Manzao. What's your thing? It confused me, it baffles me to see God trap. To turn to left. They see people celebrating death trap after they said that project was a death trap.
Okay.
Hey, boss, God will continue to show himself.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you, Prof. Good morning.
Good morning, Israel.
Yeah.
Thank you. This is Austin Willa from the Street.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's nothing that I see I will be a news making on Mr. Lyons' statement on the ERBC a few days ago. That President Weah is making a coming back into the presidency. That is not a news for me. And I think every edition has contained what he said because we know that President Weah is on his way to the presidency. We know. If they don't know, we know. So he shouldn't just make it like he know before us. We knew it. And our leader will never, and he cannot lie to his people. Since President Weah to the president 2017, he has never lied to Liberian people. They have started their leadership. All of their thing they do is also lies. Mr. Lion told Liberian that he couldn't listen to any other station besides BBC and hear every day. So it means that all of his ministers that and go on the local radio, they are all liars, they are useless. He don't even believe in them. He pretends that he loves them. But all we can say is President Weah, God is preparing him in the wilderness and he's coming back to the presidency. It shouldn't come from broadcast, mosque, and television. So no television. Television are not even running with it. They are the ones that are running with it. And we say thanks to the international community that they warn him that this man, if you tamper with him, he's not just a Liberian, but he is an international icon. So if you play with him, you play with us. Thank you, Mr. C.
Thank you so much. Let me take somebody back. Good morning.
Hello, how you doing?
Morning, Chief.
Yeah,
very happy return.
Discussion, but small thing I want to say, the people that go dedicated to street life, their whole president that is passing around, roaming around, and say that these things here, we see one single prostitute, 1 million street there, we are poor, we got some believe it. The men passing around, jumping around up here. You can take this shit and go forward and passing around, that's your future. President, that this group is a good man.
Okay, sorry. Thank you, Sheriff. Thank you. Let's take one more there for I come to the women. Like, good morning.
Hello?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
How you doing, Chief?
I'm all right with you, Chivo. Okay. How's the area? Another place, no road to Pazo.
What kind of rule? Now, they say we have to go down. They say we have to catch and stay there. Like first thing will be discussing first. What about the kids? They probably will have 4 and a half of it. Eh? They probably have 4. And I think that I was you saw you know more.
Yeah, but he's sorry.
Today is celebrating with celebrating about talking with Donald Trump. So when you're talking with when you never know why you bro. Eh? But the only thing plus here, the only thing we're telling you, everyone is here another talking. Everyone is here another talking. The thing that happening in the country here, people will confess one by one. And when you see now we're talking, say, oh, the president, and then after confessing to it, that is surprising the media. So we hear, bro, the country, you know, you say, yo, come Omega, come be a makeup with Omega here. We are, bro, if you scared that people will come do something to you, come will protect you. Just like say, oh, I don't want, but we are saying will protect you, Omega here, police, everything around you. They do a makeup with in the place here. People here, nobody. Oh, bro.
Thank you, Slip. I want to take somebody from the women line. Okay. Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Attention, grateful people. Yo, Israel. I want to ask the United Party people. They let our workers say go on the highway. I want to celebrate Israel. When they were criticizing everything president we had there yesterday. And I want to ask for fun. They called our President Chong Leto Baka. What is the state of benefit yesterday? Is that? What is the state of benefit yesterday on the court? The president started joking with Israel. Baka called Donald Trump called Baka. What is the benefit yesterday for that court? People said, well, who got yesterday? Israel? People telling no fine. What is the benefit for that court at Baka and Donald Trump made yesterday? Then they're passing around with Baka put there on the citizens will be happy. Israel, they were happy yesterday. You accept me to celebrate Baka because of street light. We should put a criticize yesterday, Israel. I said on your show, nothing Baka will do in the country. I will appreciate. I will criticize. What I take a record to 10 out of I will criticize because what they criticized yesterday. Israel, what goes around or comes around. When you criticize your friend, you accept to criticize tomorrow. They make sure you have all the contact, all the international connections. They're here today. They enjoy the family. We can see it, Israel. They enjoy the family. We can see it. One football when they say we're coming down, but we can see it. They still to celebrate Christmas life, Israel. I want to go to celebrate when they criticize yesterday. All the people we have to criticize Israel.
Okay.
They come out going power like proper see the way. And it's very high Israel. Most of the time. That's their coming. We'll see how it will be.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's squeeze this person. Good morning.
Good morning, brother.
Yeah.
Hi, coming up.
I'm okay.
I just have a call.
Go ahead.
What we are here, my son, in the library, go, we found we not learn our own water. And also, we see the water who stay on the fire, it was from here. When everybody now. Yeah, when everybody. Yes. That water, then secondly, they go, they try in the water. Well, I have, but in I have. You know, crew message, you get that controlling, you know, my child, one boy here, then you give it to the staff. So, what I mean, I look at them, we are getting the home way. The home way, we are saying, your home way here. Then what we crying for now? We are done sleeping. Why we are on this? Yeah, and the wedding they're watching the figure in it. You see how you're confused? You're confused. The people confused. We now want rest. We want our country.
Okay.
We want rest. Yes, we want rest. We want Liberia. A Liberia we want. Labrador, when Labrador man, let me tell you, when Labrador man, they do that married man, when married man hate your woman, or when woman hate man, I like how you put a woman in place. When they say they're not let you, they're not let you. That baby, anyway, he read all right. We are paying on holding, he read. So we talk that.
Thank you so kindly. Thank you. We just out of time. We just out of time. But like I said, of course, next week our guest will be in studio with us, so we will not be there on the line. Will be here. So we already apologize and we already did that on our page. Let me scroll down. Yeah. Charles Robertson Degoret said those guys came to power through cheap politics and propaganda. So they are thinking Liberians are stupid people. Okay. Sam Rick said AB did a turn movement to show us Bracca Christmas street light. Amulia Doma Bafli said the son of Jowia were with the US president, and it was not then an old man on phone with us, with US presidents talking all over the place. Okay. This guy said Lawrence A. Cooper Jr. I know he's a UP. He said, my brother Ben against your platform. My brother Ben against your platform. But from today's message, I strongly believe you fighting for the masses. Fighting for the masses. Your message touches my heart. Doing government officials not in the interest of the Liberian people. Okay, I won't want so. Jake Yobo Tona say if the CDC don't properly do well in communicating with the Liberian citizen, it will be harder for all to come back to power. Because the senseless noise the UP folks used to make around is not what we are experiencing, although UP folks are not doing well. Okay. It's true, yeah, to see some of these comments. Yeah. Time is fast spent. We, out of time, just try to scroll the comments, see some of them. But we don't have the time here to read all of the comments. But again, we want to thank you all for, those of you that are following on the YouTube channel. We want to say, because the YouTube channel put to can make plow me, they can say on the show if they sometimes complain. But Darlington Dennis, yeah, Emmanuel Broba, he in class every day. The Minneapolis, Roland Young, Rita Hurt, no, you can't miss it. Andrew, Big Brother Ambrose, and Sa, and the rest of the folks. You guys are doing a wonderful, wonderful job. Yeah, we want to thank you. But we gotta go. Well, we got to go. Time has caught up with us on today's edition of the program. Talk about it. Let me again sincerely apologize to all of you. And in fact, I want to also apologize to you. But he's going to be a God's willing Monday, and you have a wonderful time, full time to interact with him that we discuss wide range of national issues. But thank you so kindly for following. Thank you for your calls. Thank you for your comment. Let's keep talking about Liberia. Don't get tired. Don't be intimidated. Liberia is all we got. The more we talk, the better our chances are. I'm going home now, and I'll be here tomorrow, God's willing, on the Christmas Eve. And we'll have a wonderful time. My name is Israel, where we are. Say God bless you. Bye-bye.
Nana,